Welcome to Late Night Chat with JT and Nico, episode 77.
I ain't giving niggas no pass.
You know this one.
I ain't giving niggas none. I ain't giving niggas one. Used to carry bottles to the store, praying nobody seen me. How these bitches disappeared. They up there with Houdini. Now one of my trucks a Bentley, the other a Lamborghini. Driving to that same store, praying somebody see me. They asked if my fans abandoned me, would that kill me? My own family abandoned me, so you tell me. Got a big family, but that's a cold family. Got a new family, still love my old family. I know how I feel and I had no family. I wish I could bring back my dead and gone family. Ran that bag up, now I'm a whole magnet. Metal on me, don't have me around, no magnet. Hey, big bag in this bitch, now where the hoes at, that's fucking. I got everything, so when I hit the mall, I don't see nothing. Wait outside that nigga mama house and Z think he the toughest. I got two of the same watches, both them bitches 100. I got anger problems, so I can't kill you with kindness. Kill you with this chopstick or kill you with this 9, bitch. Granny used to try to have me on some get a job shit. I ain't get no job, bitch, that's nonsense, I'm robbing. Couldn't sell dope, they had the plug and they was hogging it. Knew I would get rich when I was young, that was me calling it. Ain't nobody help, but they all wanna be a part of it. It's 40 that I gotta cut your head off like Spartacus. Fuck your game, make the whole set vanish.
Get that whole song on. What the fuck, man? I was jamming out.
I like that. I like that T Grizzly album, man.
No, that's a song. I was trying to explain that one to my nephew the other day, man. He's not understanding that one. He's like, "Who the fuck's T Grizzly?" But I told him, "You gotta listen to the album, bro. He's not gonna listen to it."
Yeah.
But he was tripping out that I was listening to like the Pop Smoke and the
Yeah.
and the Polo G.
Yeah,
I was
sure,
like,
sure,
dude, I'm
sure.
trying to keep up with you, man. What the fuck? I gotta keep in the conversation.
T Grizzly isn't as relevant, I think, as those guys.
No,
Like,
well, not
they're
for them.
No, for
Not
sure.
for them,
But
you
I
know?
think he's underrated as well, right? But I like him. I like what he does. It's funny though, if you listen to the album,
Yeah.
as good as I think the album is, he definitely has like a style. Like, you know what I mean? Like he likes to repeat stuff a lot. I find you heard that like his choruses.
Like a double word, like following the same word, or
His like choruses, he kind of gets away with not really doing choruses by kind of repeating the same really good line in a song multiple times. Like
I
he
see what
kind of
you're
like he'll circle back to it because
Yeah.
like he does that in this song, even that intro about that whole now they're up there with Houdini, like that whole line, like he does that like multiple times. Anyways,
yeah.
welcome back everybody, Late Night
going
Chat,
on?
episode 77.
Look, it's working today so far, so we're on time. Look at that. Nico wasn't yelling.
On time. JT's computer worked. We actually looked into it post show last week. What was exactly was going on? It's because JT has
An ancient
Windows
computer.
fucking shitty 10 over here.
Fucking Windows. You know, they're gonna, now that I said that, they're gonna fucking
Shut you down.
shut me down again, man. But no, yeah, it's a headache. Anybody on the getting it, don't get it. Don't install it. Don't fucking go back.
There's a reason why they said it's the worst operating system of all time.
All times, man. Like, who the fuck cares about it, man? Like, it's not. It wasn't reading anything. It started shutting stuff off. It wasn't picking up. The worst part is it wouldn't let me connect to the internet, right?
Yeah.
And then we couldn't figure out why it wasn't
Just
letting
randomly
me connect to
shut
Wi-Fi.
down. Yeah, so we had to like look up some
Key-
forums,
the keys, man. What are they
pointers
called?
here.
What were they called? The hotkeys and shit.
Yeah.
It's all these fucking hotkeys on this laptop that I have no clue. And because I have no clue, they think I know what I'm supposed to do. So instead, you got to look it up. And I don't like to look things up online. You know, that's my worst. My worst enemy.
Yeah, that's
Googling.
That's
shit.
my job around here.
That's it, man. My job's to eat gummies, drink coffee, fuck, and talk with you guys out there, man. How's it going? So, Rob, I hope if you're out there, Rob, you can see this because this is number one. All right, this is the one I should have had that night. I faced you in the '60s because this one here won't shut me up. No.
Or you don't have to eat any gummies and actually try it.
I gotta stay somewhat fine.
Not blame it on the
room.
gummies, you know.
Why not? I have one win, and it's the one that matters, man.
Apparently.
Yeah, it's the one that matters.
So what's going on, Jay?
Not much, man. I'm feeling a little broken. You?
Same.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so we're over here at Late Night Chat. We're falling apart at the moment, apparently.
That's why I need to be hopped up on gummies, man. Because there you are, Robbie. I was waiting for you to show up.
How you doing, Rob? Yeah, this past week, for the past month, I haven't really spoken about it on here. My knee's been acting up. Some of you may have seen me limping around at certain points in time this past month.
In my lifetime.
It turns out I may have torn my meniscus there, a muscle in the knee there, right? So so I had to get it checked today, and after this past weekend, it was probably the worst it's ever been. Had to ice pack it, and it swelled up.
He's limping around on us over here like a gimp.
There you go. You got some fans of the gummies there.
There you go. There you go.
I'm just saying, it's not always the best time to be eating multiples of them while you're,
Why? It keeps me nice, man. It keeps me. I can put up with you. There we go. Bada boom.
You're trying to conduct a battle here, and
Hey,
you're losing focus, and there's people that are kind of here to be entertained, and you can't even keep a conversation going as a result of it. I don't know, just my observations.
Rob threw me off, man. Rob threw me off. That was the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And then I went on the downer. That was the downhill spiral to nothing, to nowhere land. Yeah. So what's up, everybody? Missed anything on Friday? Guess what? There wasn't anything on there, so you didn't miss anything.
We had no special event this past Friday, but yeah. So I got it checked today. I'm doing all right now. It's knee's still a little sore. Apparently I got some. I'm just out of shape. Got some physio kind of like exercises to make it, strengthen my knee over the next little while.
I get what you're saying.
It's been on again, off again for a month, right? So it's just flaring up at times, right?
Yeah.
It's funny, whenever I had to go do something when actually I was off of work, of course, because that's the time, I'm not fucking straining the fucking thing and it would act up, right?
When
when
it starts to bother you, right?
I'm trying to go do things and all of a sudden, the thing was flaring up, right? So I'm sitting there at a party with an ice pack on my knee. It was a lot of fun.
You must have looked so cool, bro.
Oh, of course.
It's all right. I got a new little gadget here. I don't know what this is, but right.
Yeah.
That's apparently I play tennis. I didn't even know.
Look at us two, literally falling apart.
Apparently I play tennis and I didn't know, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. But my ripped up did something, man. I think it's just what do you call that? There's a nerve, some sort of nerve behind your elbow there, and it or ligament or some sort of thing that flares up every once in a while. And the kind of amount of lifting and shit I do, it's bound to happen once in a while. As you're getting older and shit too, it doesn't fucking help, right? So it started flaring up the other day. I couldn't even fucking put a cigarette to my mouth or coffee to my mouth with my left hand. Like I could lift things, I just couldn't put anything. Yeah.
How could you survive without those two things?
Straight up. No, fuck. And you know what? It was bad, dude. How
about a gubby? Could you lift a gubby into your mouth?
That was fine, man. That was fine. Thank God for the Tylenol 3 too that night. I had to put it in a sling, bro. I sent you that picture. I sent this guy a picture with my arm in a sling. I had to put it up in a sling because it was bothering me that bad. It just said to not use it.
When you sent me that, I was literally sitting there with an ice pack on my knee. I'm just like, yeah, this is great. We're
gonna come in like two old men on Monday to do this show. This is gonna be crazy. But yeah, no, it's not fun, man. None of these pains that you get when you get a little older when they start to linger after a while.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't the worst pain. The problem is it fucking lingered. Like it was an all day constant throbbing, like of this fucking arm. And every time I went to go even lift myself up, it was like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see? It fucking sucks. And you can't use this thing too constantly. You got I still gotta ice it and shit and keep it cool. Right? The doctor says it'll heal by itself.
Yeah.
Right? If you just take it easy.
It just takes a while, yeah. Because like for me,
it's not strong enough. Apparently, I don't use my left hand enough up for jerking off. It's my right hand that's strong. Right? So apparently that's what happens because that's what it is. You got to build up apparently that muscle.
Yeah, well, that's what I got to do again with my knee now, right? Yeah. Once you tear it, it takes a while. And like you know me, bro. I don't take it easy. So like I've barely given. Yeah. What?
There you go. Get a cane. Walk around like a pimp, man.
Yeah. But so essentially, I haven't really given it enough time to heal, I guess. But now they're just giving me some exercises to strengthen that fucking muscle back again. Yeah, so we're falling apart, everybody. But hope you're happy. But we made it to the show. Luckily, this is a sitting down doing nothing type show, except for flapping our lips. So I think we'll be all right.
My lips aren't broken. Either or. No.
It's okay. Hey, let me ask you something. Have you ever if something, God forbid, knock on wood here.
Uh-oh.
If you ever went to some sort of a coma state for some reason, can I hook you up with the camera for the show?
What do you mean a coma state?
I don't know. Say something happens to you and you can't really talk anymore. You're it'd be like a vegetable essentially. Can I hook you up here and still put a camera on you and do the show and just talk to you?
Like a weekend at Bernie's sort of thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
Are you okay with that?
Let's do it up. We could even crop my head on that one of those first podcasts we did with the picture of Weekend at Bernie's. We'll crop all our heads on the top of it. No,
yeah, I'll just have someone like act like your voice, and then we'll put you up on the screen. You know what I mean?
Maybe we'll put Rob here, and maybe nobody will know. We'll let him grow in his beard and color it in, and nobody will even know, man. Maybe they'll think me and him are the same. Look, we have about the same shaped head,
right? I think it would still. I would still tune into that. You imagine that? How fucked that would be? Like, look at this guy talking to this vegetable.
Fuck off, man. You know what? There's probably some sick people out there that would. Well, I would pretty sure you'd have the cops knocking at your door somehow, right?
No. But you're supposed to. You have
I have to sign off.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what I'm asking you.
This is why you're asking me
How
this now, so that
dedicated-
on here it's you
It's
got it
documented,
logged.
yeah.
It's documented.
Exactly. That's what I'm asking. Why do you think I'm throwing it out there?
All right, cool. You can do it, man, guys.
There you go,
That's
everyone.
it.
You heard it.
There you go. Okay, that's allowed. That is allowed.
I just wanted to see. I wanted to sense how dedicated you were to the show. Like, you know
got,
what I mean? Like,
you fight my parents afterwards, man, to come get me or the fucking, you know, because nobody, if somebody's watching,
people will be like, think I have you against your will or something like that.
That's it. When the cops, like I said, when they come to the door, just say, look, here's the video. It's live. It was live that day. There's people watching, and they said it was okay. So there we go. We're fucked. I don't know. That's Nico, man, guys. He's a little bit.
See,
crazy.
there you go. He's interested. Rob's on board.
I know Rob would have been on board. No problem. No problem.
He's been waiting for this. He's been hanging in the bleachers, waiting for his chance to take over.
That's it. I know. After this fucking week, when he loses miserably, we'll see.
Oh yeah, don't worry, Rob. We're all rooting against you here and late night chat. I think you've lost favor with the audience here, man.
I don't know, man.
You better bring all your people that vote for you for this one, buddy. I think you're in trouble, my friend. We'll get into it in a little bit when we talk about that.
This will be interesting. So how's it going, Nico? Anyways, and everybody, man. I mean, like, other than us being broken, you know, how was your party? Anyways, was it good? Did you have a great time? Did you get wasted?
Oh yeah. Well, you talked to me that night. I don't really recall what we spoke about, but yeah, I was pretty drunk. I
don't really recall what we spoke about. Okay.
It was what do you call it?
It's a good party.
Christine's friend.
Yeah, I don't think it's great. You just have to say yes or no. I had a good time. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I know. Or
No, it was good. I had a good time. I kind of
could have been paranoid, could have been freaking out, could have been tripping out.
I might have got a little fucked up, a little paranoid.
Somebody ate a gummy and got a little paranoid or something like that. I think that's what happened.
That happens.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
You know?
It happens sometimes.
It's okay. You know, it is what it is, right?
Sometimes you got to let people know your whereabouts just in case, something goes down, right?
Goes
like
down,
you never know.
In case you get beat up.
An SOS or something. You never know, man.
I've never had to do that, bro. I've never been one of those guys that had to, throw out an SOS. Yeah.
Hey, this fucking guy.
He's gonna be voting for himself.
Yeah. No, but I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that before. Sometimes, when you go somewhere new, you don't know your surroundings. You got to throw up a red flare, right? A flare just to let people know where you are if something goes down, just in case, right?
I guess. I mean, it all depends. I guess where you want to be. I don't know, man. I've never been in fucking or that. Where you're in some sketchy fucking areas or something.
Oh no, I was good.
I just trip out, man. I've never had to do that.
We're at a friend of Christine's that Saturday. I just let you know, hey, where I was at that night. So
I know. I'm there for you, bro. I'm there for you, man. I'm there. But like, I've never gotten one of those text messages before. Hey guys, I've gotten text messages say, or calls saying, if you don't hear from me in 2 days, come in and get the security guard to let me in because I'm gonna be dead in my apartment. I'll probably die of a fucking heart
You've gotten those texts, yeah, but you don't get that. You don't understand the text where I'm like, hey man, this is where I'm at, just in case.
No, I don't. I just figured, when you're out and about, you're with people that somebody might call the cops or something might happen in case, just and knock on wood.
Right? I find sometimes when I'm in new environments, I kind of want to give a heads up to somebody at least, if something.
Hey, and it's cool because I'm close. So I'm always a drive away.
Not that I ever felt that way where I was that day. It's just that's just what I do. I know people might think that's me being a little paranoid, but I kind of
I think it was just the gummies, man. I think it was just overdue. The gummy got to you too, man.
Yeah,
that could get to you too. Right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
You're not used to it, right? Like I don't know. I don't know. I think it's weird. I mean, it's cool. It's weird. It's cool at the same time. But I'm there, man. I just to drive away. You know me, bro. I'm just to drive away, man. I'm there with. I'm literally a drive away for everybody.
I remember I watched a comedy one time, and the two friends in it, they're like loners or something like that, though, and that was the joke. The guy said he made up a system with his buddy that they would text AG or to each other or all good to each other like each and every day, just to make sure like the other one hasn't collapsed dead, and then for like them not to be found for because they're single guys, right?
Yeah. Well,
so that was the joke in the show, was that they use each other as like a support system of sorts,
some sort, right? Yeah.
See, so it's not that crazy. I mean, I just approach it a little bit differently. You know, if I'm going into a situation with I'm not really aware of my surroundings, I like to kind of give a heads up. Yeah. I think people can relate to that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, so for sure. I'm not,
paranoia for sure, but that's how I was raised.
That's how you were raised?
Being paranoid of like everything. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. Eh?
I only kind of got less
paranoid. You watch scary movies, but you're just paranoid of everything. I don't get it. I don't know, man.
No, it's just when you get into your head, right? You know what I mean?
Oh, I know.
So, yeah.
I know. Trust me. I've been watching some very scary people and stuff like that on TV. That this crazy show, and that one we'll get into too. But yeah, man. So, what do you think? What do you think about hockey coming back? Starting tomorrow, man. Big game tomorrow, bro.
Is it tomorrow?
Montreal, Toronto tomorrow, my friend.
It's not Montreal, Toronto. Oh, exhibition. Yeah.
It starts Saturday,
Sunday.
dude.
No, it starts Sunday
or whatever. I thought Saturday.
No, Toronto's game is Sunday. I think you're right. I think it is Saturday. This weekend.
Hockey night in Canada is gonna be all fucking summer long, bro. This is fucked. I mean, it's not even. It's throwing my head off. It's like when I played VR the other day, and the VR system got me so car sick. Like like when you're fucking reading a map in a car, that sickness you get in your stomach that you want to throw up.
Probably experienced some motion sickness.
Holy fuck! And I wasn't even doing anything.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't understand why or what was going on with me, and I kept thinking about the seizures and shit because of my epilepsy, right?
Right.
But it wasn't even that. It was my stomach afterwards, bro. I felt so nauseous for the longest time.
Yeah.
I couldn't get rid of it. It was the weirdest feeling, but yeah, I don't know how that related to my other story. I fucking even lost where I was going. I just totally went right that way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Up and about. So
that's how you do it sometimes.
Oh, fuck, man.
All over the place.
What was I talking about just before that, man? See? The motion sickness. That's all I can remember, guys. Yeah. Anybody remember, just put it up in the comments and I can figure it out, man, because I am totally lost right now. Right? Oh, yeah, with the hockey.
Yeah.
Right? With the hockey. That's where I was going with it.
I was getting to it, but I was going to give you a chance to...
Told you. It's there, man. I remember.
All right, go on.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the hockey should be awesome. And what's going on with it? What's going on? I don't see anything about a fucking tournament or anything like that yet. Like a hockey pool or what's going on? There's nothing? Not this year? It doesn't look like it, bro. I don't think it's happening. It looks like I'm going to have to stay champ again for another year.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's a shitty year. You know what? I would have let anybody do it, man. Not for anything.
They were
I didn't care.
They were acting like we were going to do it, and then I haven't heard anything since then. So I think everyone's too busy with what they got going on right now. So
it's family stuff, bro. It's summer now. They're trying to spend some time and do their thing. I get it, man. I get it.
People are focused on other things.
It's hard to fucking focus on hockey.
So you'll get a fucking another year of that.
Maybe some new posts to come too and everything now that hockey's out. I can wear my jersey. Cup. Yeah, I can wear my fucking hockey jersey in the middle of summer, which is going to be weird because I've been watching people walking around.
You would have to wear it without a shirt.
Underneath,
yeah, that's what I mean. It'd be too hot otherwise.
Itchy, yeah, but it would be. I don't know. I don't think the material would be any comfortable, man. It sucks, right?
Yeah.
I know. I think it's fucked up, man.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm
gonna watch it because we need something to watch. Yeah. Dude. They're gonna cancel baseball. Look how many people in Florida got fucking sick on the Marlins.
I just recently cut my cable I'm one of those cable cutters for the first time ever, eh?
Nice.
It's okay. I'll go out to a bar if I have to watch the game or something like that, or stream it. You can still stream it somewhere.
Shit, bro. Fuck them.
No. I'm it was about that time of the year. Every a couple of years, whenever your contract comes to end and it's time to re-up, they're supposed to give you some sort of deal.
They didn't want it this year.
Yeah, mine skyrocketed up. So I was like, "Fuck you,"
because of all the free shit they've been giving away for the last.
Yeah,
so
I'm like, "Fuck you." Yeah. I'm not re-signing my cable with you then.
Yeah. So
just give me my internet.
Yeah.
That's all I need. Then I went off and bought like a Crave subscription for my HBO, which is all I need, and I have Netflix. There you go, good to go.
Don't you have Apple TV or something too?
No, I don't subscribe to Apple.
okay,
Everything else I can stream. I can find online if I really need to. I
Trust
was
me,
like,
bro.
fuck you, bro. Like, no, honestly, that's all. The things I like to see on time on the TV are mostly all HBO stuff. The other stuff I have is on Netflix.
And just
And
like
there
I
you
said,
go,
those
bro.
ones
I
that
barely
watch
ever
every day.
watch cable. I barely ever watch cable anymore. Like, you know what I mean? For the sports is the biggest thing, I guess you could say. But then even now they got sports apps now. There's that DAZN. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, I have a bunch of hockey ones that I have. I
Right.
watch,
You can do
apps. They're just streaming sites.
DAZN's baseball and soccer and football, all the games though. And I think it's something like a Netflix of sorts. And you can get a free trial of it or whatever. Again, like there's things for everything now.
Dude, you can
You
find
don't
it
need.
anywhere,
No, that's
man.
what I mean. No, I'm just saying.
Androids. It's harder, a little bit harder with Apple, like Apple computers and stuff like that to find things.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, if you use a Chrome browser, man, you can find anything you want, dude.
But yeah, that happened a couple
Apple
weeks ago.
sticky.
I was like, "Fuck you! I'm not re-upping, man." And
Fuck it.
yeah, exactly. I was like, "I'm good."
Dude, I
like,
watched
just like everybody else.
I watched Sunday's episode of Nosferatu
Yeah.
on Friday, dude,
Right.
of last week.
Right.
So fuck that cable, my ass.
I've been watching.
How does that work though? I'm trying to figure that out. If I
Right.
can watch it 2 days early, so somebody must get a hold of it.
Yeah, they leak it.
And they leak it.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because I was talking with Leslie about that show, and she spells out the thing, the license plate.
Yeah,
But
that's how it's spelled.
But that's what she thought how she thought that was what it was called.
That is what it is.
Yes, but she didn't pronounce it that way. She spelt it.
Oh,
Remember how I did in the
Yeah,
beginning?
yeah,
She doesn't
yeah,
know
yeah.
I did that. Unless she's paying attention right now.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what I was joking. with. I
Oh,
was like,
well,
come
speak
on.
of the devil.
Oh, you fucker. You're such a bitch.
Hold on, I can't hear her yet. There we go.
Hi.
Hey, maybe you can speak
What's
on
going on?
that, Leslie. Why are you? This guy was running his mouth about you.
Honestly,
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear what he just said.
Good.
But my ears were burning. So
Good.
kindly repeat.
I was trying to say how you remember how I was talking about the Nosferatu show, and I was just brought that up in quick passing to Nico,
Oh,
and
how
I
I
was
can't
explaining.
pronounce the name?
Yeah, but I didn't tell you that I wasn't able to pronounce in the beginning either until Nico told me. So
Good stuff, Neek. Thanks.
I was making fun of you. It's
Yeah.
okay.
He's like, yo, Leslie, she doesn't know how to say this show name. She like wrote the whole thing out. And I'm just like, and then literally I seen you enter the room. I'm like, oh yeah. Like, here we go.
You're a fucking guy, man. It was perfect rollout though.
So what's going on, champ? How you doing? You ready for this Friday's
Ready?
battle?
Yeah.
Battle of the
Yeah. Yeah.
Champ, what do you call that? Contender. You're gonna be the champ. That's what we gotta say.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Let's hope so. Let's hope
Right.
so. I don't know. Honestly, I've been having so much fun looking everything up. Like old songs that I completely forgot existed just came right back at me. And I'm like, oh.
That's the coolest part.
You know?
Bro.
Pardon?
That's the coolest part about that, about researching your music. When it's the whole decades, you can go and have a blast and listening to music for whatever period of time you have to research, right?
Right. But the thing is that, okay, so I was born in the early 80s, right?
Yeah.
I had older people around me that listened to this stuff as I was growing up, right?
Okay.
So it just kind of like, it was always in the back of my head. Like I had an obsession with Boy George when I was 3. Like my parents, no word of a lie. It was a sick obsession. I was 3. My parents got me this like framed picture of Boy George. Normal 3-year-olds.
Wow.
They sleep with teddy bears. I slept with Boy George's frame.
I wouldn't be too quick to admit that one.
Till this day, every time Karma Chameleon comes on the radio, my mom calls me.
Everybody's catching me when I'm drinking my coffee. Fuck off. I'm gonna spit my coffee out, man. Everybody's catching me at the wrong time today. I'm on a laughing trip today.
But yeah, no, seriously, everybody is tuning in. So we got some people in the chat in the background here watching. Leslie is going to be on this Friday against Rob, frequent guest of the show. As of lately, beat JT in the last battle of the bands, 2 weeks ago.
Fucker.
And we're going to be doing the 80s this Friday. So tune in 9 p.m. this Friday, everybody. We're all rooting for Leslie over here at the Late Night Chat Network. We want you to take this Rob guy down, Leslie, and without spoiling anything or telling us, because he is in the chat. So don't reveal anything. How confident are you feeling right now going into this one? As fun as you've been having, are you confident on your years, or
I was a little more confident until I saw his list.
How do you see his list? You can't. It's in his set. It's on his paper.
Or I saw what his list could possibly be.
You can't do that. That's the problem.
I know, but I have to, because then I need to know what I need to counter, vice versa, right? Like I need to study that part of it.
You gotta have stuff in that piggy bank, man. You gotta have stuff on the side, like getting ready.
Oh, I do. I have over 60 songs.
Holy fuck! That's gonna make it confusing now. Now you're going a little.
No. I got my bangers highlighted.
All right,
there you
so
go.
That's it. I like when
Just
I went into
plan.
the Ludacris when I had
I
those.
got a whole plan.
Don't reveal it all. That's what I'm saying. This guy's taking notes in the chat right now. Rob's just a sneaky here. Don't worry, go get.
Like I said, I don't know where he's going. Right, whatever he does, I'm sure will be fantastic. Because I love the 80s, right? And I've been having so much fun. Even if I lose, I guarantee, guys, I'll make it entertaining. I promise.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Bring the good music. Okay, I want to see if it turns my tide with 80s music. But there's some, don't get me wrong. There's some bands, rock bands and stuff I like from the 80s, but nothing crazy. Unless you guys make me think otherwise, and that's the one thing that I'm waiting to see. I might not be in this one. I might not be here when you guys start up. I have a late shift this week, so we'll have to see what happens. I might just be here watching. Yeah, I might just be watching from the YouTube there. The YouTube sort of thing.
The tube.
The tube. Well, yeah.
That's all the cool kids are calling it
I
nowadays.
mean, I can always.
Is that what they're calling it?
No, I just made that up, man. I maybe that'll start a trend. Who knows? It's the tube.
Hashtag it.
No, but yeah, no, that should be interesting. I want to hear the music. I want to see what it's like, because afterwards, after I get off, I could just have it in the car, sitting there listening to it while you guys are,
We don't want your advice, Rob. Get the fuck out of here with your advice, guys.
I do want Rob's advice. He's the champion,
don't listen to this guy. This guy's trying to throw you off the trail. Don't listen to this traitor.
I don't think he is. Come on. He doesn't seem like he's like that.
I'm telling you, he's
from what I know, he's tricky. Yeah. He's always got something up his sleeve, even though he's got no sleeves on.
He plays the good guy card. Don't believe this guy for one moment. All right, he's coming for you. Be ready, Leslie.
I know he is. If anything, he lived more of the 80s like presently than I did.
Yeah,
of course.
Even though I was born in the early 80s.
Yeah, he's old. It's okay. We can say that. Don't worry about it. Okay?
But yeah, I know my 80s music.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. I want to hear these 80s jams. I want to hear what they have in the 80s that I might have missed out on, or that I didn't care so much about. That's it.
No, you're going down, man. That's it. No, you can't be holding this record. I'm sorry. You had to lose.
You have to. You have to. He has to lose. He has to. We got everybody.
Listen, I like stirring up the pot in battles. All right, yeah. This is what it's about for me. Like, a little competition isn't a bad thing. But yeah, it's all in good fun. I agree with Leslie. It is fun putting the songs together. I'm getting ready for one in 2 weeks from when you guys do it. And it's the hardest.
I want to do another one. I'm ready, man. I got a boner for these fucking battles now, man.
I know. You know how hard it was to get this guy to do it at first, Leslie? He's like, I don't know.
I forgot.
Now this guy's like texting me the other day. Hey, I need to do another battle. I'm like, calm the fuck down, man. I'm like, it's enough already. Like,
I'm only 1 in 4. My nephew made fun of me the other day, or 1 in 3. My nephew made fun of me the other day. He says, you can't win. Yeah. He said, you can't win one. He goes, I go, yeah, I did win one, and I had to prove to him that I won one.
You had to pull up the video.
I had to pull up the video of the one against Peter, man. All right, so I didn't know where. I used our accounts.
Yeah.
But I wanted to show him at the end that fucking I won. I sneaked it off, right? He doesn't know what I was pulling off. He has no idea who Ludacris is.
Well,
he knows him from fucking Fast and the Furious,
Right.
if anything.
Speaking of battles, Leslie, I know you watched it the other day too. Jay, I don't know if you caught like the full replay of it. How great was that DMX Snoop Dogg battle on the Versus channel?
I'm telling you, it was legendary.
No,
absolutely legendary.
It was.
Still got the best dance moves in hip hop. Have you seen all the memes he's posted of himself?
Yeah.
There was like a Latin meme to his dancing, Latin music. I died. It's like,
well, I mean, like everybody in the comments was pulling up the Holiday Inn dance where he's in like in that video where he's like going like this, and it's like,
well, that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He just moves, bro, with the music. That's it. He just flows.
Total entertainer. Like they were being each other's hype men though during this battle. That's what it was.
DMX
it was all
got tired after, bro.
Listen, DMX. No, let me say something about DMX. He showed up a lot heavier than we're used to seeing DMX. No, but that's a good thing.
He put on some weight.
No, but that's a good thing. Before he was drugged out and he was skin. Like that's what I mean. This is the healthiest we've probably ever seen him. Believe it or not, like as gassed out as he was.
Drinking still doesn't mean he drugged because he's still drinking. He's still got one addiction to another.
He looked good to me. This is the happiest I've seen him and like animated. Like honestly, no, he can't freestyle. Yeah,
no, I'm sorry.
He hasn't rapped actively in how long? What do you want?
Like, I know but you know that
I will say this about DMX though, right?
What's that?
So DMX, he has had so many obstacles along his career.
Yeah.
That has stopped him from being as continuous as Snoop.
On the side of this hip.
No, let her talk. Hold on, yeah.
Right? So like DMX, he went to jail, right? He's had like issues, drug issues, etc. Snoop hasn't had any of that. But considering that DMX has gone through everything that he's gone through and still showed up happy and healthy to this battle and enthusiastic, that gave me a whole new different respect for him.
That's what I'm saying.
It totally did.
Murder case. Who beat that murder case?
No, so Snoop, DMX has been in and out of jail for like the second half of his career. That's why
that was all the different things, drugs.
Yeah.
Snoop was in jail like before he skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question. You remember when he was in Texas holding the guns and like like when he had his little ranch in Texas, I think it was. They had that show. What was it called? There was a show and it was DMX was hosting. I think it was DMX hosting it.
I don't know.
He was allowed to carry guns on the side because they were allowed in that part of to carry sidearm.
Are you thinking of T.I.?
Was it T.I. that did that show?
I don't think it was DMX.
No, I thought it was DMX.
Maybe, yeah.
It was old. I don't know if it was just if it was just showing his lifestyle at that moment, or it wasn't like an actual show.
Yeah,
could have been something about it.
I've never seen it. No,
at a property he had, or he lived out there.
Yeah,
and then with another white guy there, they were just talking, shooting the shit. And this is when he was skinny, younger. I'm pretty sure that was him. I don't know. I might be thinking of somebody else.
Okay,
but that's who the first person that comes to my head is DMX. And, they were just chilling and talking like that. Everything was cool. But I don't know, how long after that he got fucked up, right? I don't know how long after that he started going downhill, right? Because he did drop after the music, after the album.
He got caught without a license a bunch of times. He was impersonating a police officer while getting caught without a license a bunch of times. Yeah, he was smoking crack. He was fucked up.
Not paying child support.
Yeah,
that's a big thing too, man.
No, but he had his woman. He had his woman there during the battle, though, in the background. Like that's why he was trying to drag somebody on screen there at one moment during the battle. You saw that, right, Leslie?
I laughed so hard. He's like, "You just stand, annoying as fuck. Just stand there and look pretty, or whatever." Yeah.
He was just sitting there jamming. He had Swiss there. Swiss Beats was the guy that actually did his song selection there, for him. And that's like family. That's Rough Riders, right? Like most of those songs are his beats. So I loved seeing it. Honestly, it was just a celebration of
it was great.
And they were performing the songs too. Like you got to remember, Jay, they were looking gassed because they were performing it too. Like he was getting up there and rapping. They put on a show.
Don't get me wrong.
Snoop is the biggest entertainer ever, though. I mean, he's fantastic.
Yeah. He hasn't looked like he aged a bit, bro.
No, he looks.
He looks older. Yeah. He's a little skinny. He looks all tall, lengthy, skinny.
I want to know what his secret to his diet is. Like, how do you stay, smoke that much weed? Like, does he never get the munchies?
Yeah,
nope, never do at all. Hold on,
or is his whole thing is let me smoke another doob when I get the munchies so I don't have to eat.
Yeah, well, that's the secret, right? You're only supposed to is eat when you're burnt out, right? You don't want to kill the high, so
I don't kill the high. Once I'm done, man. At the end of the night is when I said I'll decide to eat, and everybody says, "Oh, JT, that's wrong. That's a wrong thing to do." But no, I guess it works for me.
Yeah, so great battle, everybody. If you have yet to see it, the Snoop DMX battle, it's on YouTube. and I don't know what the fuck Jay's doing here. He's trying to plug something in. It's on YouTube now if you guys were to go watch it, and also I think it's still on the actual Versus account. Like they have links up. Yeah.
I was checking it out.
If you're interested in those battles, it's Versus with Zeds. I think it's VERZUZ.
I think it was also on Apple TV.
Yeah, that's where I watched it. Yeah, it's free, absolutely free to watch on there. Like even if you don't have like actual Apple TV that you're paying for, if you have the Apple TV app, like the actual TV setup, like you don't need a subscription, is what I'm saying.
I can't use that on that fucking regular Android.
So then you watch it on Instagram. That's your option, but it's better
on YouTube.
Or on YouTube. Yeah.
But you can stream that right to the TV, right? I stream it right to the TV.
Really entertaining, man. If you guys like our battles, this one, like this is the best produced, like 1, 2, like they had the studio set up, they had like all the audio equipment, like the cameras and everything were set up well. It was a lot of love there that night. I honestly thought it was. Who'd you have winning, Leslie? Did you bother trying to put a number to that, or who'd you have winning?
Snoop.
Most people did. I'm biased a little bit more of DMX. I had him winning 11.
I love DMX.
I love him. No, but look, 11-9, I had him winning. So, and then when I watched the replay of it, where they do on Hot 97, they do like a review on YouTube. You can watch the video where they do like a breakdown again. I watched the breakdown and I switched my vote 11-9 Snoop when I rewatched it because they made some convincing arguments. So like it was that close. Like I'm talking about a song apart.
During the thing, they were just throwing numbers up there for them, like fucking with them the whole fucking time. I remember that.
Too many classics though. Like there was too many classics flying around. Like the whole thing.
Well, you have two of the most classic rappers
but
ever, right?
Anything.
I mean, I would love for DMX to come up with some new stuff. Like I was having this conversation with my cousin.
Yeah.
And he said something is so true. DMX is so needed in today's hip hop. Like he really is. Like his just style, his, he could literally beat the shit out of all these other fucking kids today with just one bar, like he's just that talented.
He's put out music, but it just hasn't been like people aren't checking for it. He has put an album out a couple years ago. He put one out. So like I just think it's not on anybody's radar like it used to be, right? But I think he's working through the drugs a lot on those albums. So like I don't think people were checking for them like they used to. The thing with DMX is like I think he was so big for such a short period of time. Like he burnt out fast. Like you gotta understand, like you know what I mean? Like he had such a run. But I think it like within that, like, I don't know, because like those first 2 classic albums he brought out of the first year of his career, right? Like
that's the thing, man.
Right?
They ran a long time with those 2 albums.
Yeah. So like if you think about it, his career was done in a decade. Where Snoop has been going for like on fucking 3 decades now or something, right? Like
he stretches it. He's been doing everything too.
Snoop set this level of hip hop gods. That is just like there's he's up there with Pac, he's up there with Biggie, he's up there with M, he's up there with Jay-Z, he's up there with Nas. Like he's one of the most respected rappers in the industry, and that's just because he's amazing. Like I mean there's nothing the guy can't do. He has this impeccable way of just spitting out so casually. He's the coolest cat in the game.
Shit, he's a pimp. This is why they call him PIM.
I don't know anybody who can diss anybody else in such a cool,
calm,
temperamental manner.
Well, this is what I was gonna bring up today. I think arguably, maybe non-arguably at all, he's honestly the biggest hip hop celebrity that we have nowadays. Like but like in any medium, in movies,
what I'm saying is he's going
TV,
out,
entertainment. That's what I mean. Like in anything, like anything he touches, anything, he's always just got a great energy and like he's funny. He's like really like you know what I mean. He's down to earth.
Everything that happens too with him is not a media or social media based in the sense that they caught him doing this or he's actually out there doing stuff, doing shows, doing stuff. He's doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, like look at it. I think it really blew up too after that whole with the Cooking with Martha. Like, who the fuck would ever have thought in a million years that he would be sitting there with Martha,
I love that show.
cooking fucking marijuana and getting stoned with her?
Yeah,
who would have ever thought that?
Oh, listen, they both went to jail. They got something
straight up. But I mean, like, and they both beat the case.
Actually, Martha upped Snoop on that. She went to prison.
Yeah,
not jail, prison.
Yeah, women's. Yeah.
You don't fuck with her, man. You don't fuck with Martha Stewart, man. You pull a fucking, she'll pull a sneaky one behind your back. You won't even know. Snoop knows. That's why he's like, I better make friends with this brat. She got my back.
But here's where I respect Martha Stewart. You got to give her respect. She got out of jail and kept on with her empire like it never even happened. Like it was just a blip on her radar.
That's it, man. And then she's back in the limelight again.
You can't get more badass than that.
That's it. For a woman, that's top notch, man. I've never seen anybody pull that shit off. Never.
I didn't know you were such a fan of Martha Stewart over here.
Oh, yeah, bro. She's the shit, man. Martha Stewart's always been good, though.
I was in jail for 7 years, but now I'm out here. Have some cupcakes.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
These are made with Himalayan salt and sugar.
A bunch of Martha's love. Here you go, everybody.
Here's some turkey based with some CBD oil, courtesy of Snoop Dogg.
What did you think about his little get up over there with that shirt, man? His fucking doggy style fucking shirt. That was fucking nice, man.
Snoop's
some people were hating on that.
Why,
comments.
Man?
Yeah, some people were hating.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I think the other one was gonna say like on his leg.
I didn't have a problem with it, but some people were like, he dressed like a child. They were saying
he was in his pajamas.
I was cool with it. I was cool with it.
He had a t-shirt on and fucking sweat like track pants.
He was wearing Tim's. It looked like
he's Snoop Dogg. Who cares?
No, I was fine with it. I was fine with it. I loved everything about the battle, honestly.
Me too.
For a while.
Me too.
They made it nice. They made it. It made it really good. I thought DMX could come harder, but then I forgot about the catalog that Snoop has, and then I went back to go listen to some of the stuff just after this. What a fucking catalog! You forget.
Oh yeah.
You could scroll for fucking days just up on Spotify alone. And that's not even going to find stuff that you can't find.
Well, when DMX played "Slipping," I thought it was over because I'm like, well, Snoop doesn't have a personal song tag. And then he played "What Murder Was the Case." Was that the song he played? Or whatever? Was that the one that he played? It was.
I think so.
I think he played a song that was like about him going to jail, like early in his career. So like it was another real
out of
song.
Everywhere.
No, but like that's what I mean. But I was surprised because he's like, well, this is my realist song. Like the way they queued up the songs even was great. Like,
oh, here we go.
Yeah,
exactly. She knows. She knows what she's doing. Of course, bro. Watch the show, man. Yeah. I'm telling you. You got to cook whatever you want, man. But yeah, so I just think it was well done. I mean, they got their whatever people there picking out the song list. Like, I don't know how that works either because it's
this was the first one Swiss Beats was actually involved. Like him and Timberland, they put this thing together, the versus thing.
Okay.
But he was actually there representing DMX. So he had the other guy, what's his name? The DJ that was working with Snoop there. I forgot his name.
Well, I know. Fuck.
He's well known too. I forgot his fucking name. But they both had good people there, kind of bringing up their tunes. But they would just get cues from Snoop and DMX. I wouldn't be surprised if they had already set that up, both of them, for that show. You know what I mean? Show. Like pre did set
because
it
almost sounded like
it
that.
did because they were like flipping stories out, and then they were like, you know what I mean? They're like, well, this one
had to think about it,
right? Because remember when Snoop was like R.I.P. What's his name?
Nate
Dogg.
Yeah.
And then then DMX is like, yeah, R.I.P. Nate Dogg. By the way, R.I.P. Aaliyah. Then he played the Aaliyah song with him. Right? Yeah. I was like, oh, that was a nice transition. Honestly, it was the best one they've put together. So
see, and that's where it's hard when you're doing it like this. Like, let's say when I for instance, the battle with the one that I did there with the Ludacris and the 50 Cent. That's where it's hard because you got to think of what the other person's thinking of. There's no actual presetting or nothing. That's why it's hard with this. You're thinking of a whole decade of 80 songs now, right? Or a decade of rock songs or bangers or whatever the fuck you want to think, right?
If you follow along with your partner and try to play music off of each other instead of zoning out on Gummies, not saying anything to the crowd. I think you know what I mean.
I told you I didn't have my black book. I fucking forgot my black book, man, that day.
I'm just saying, you can get a similar vibe going between each other if you
guys
just follow suit.
What I did think of though while I was watching this whole Snoop battle with DMX,
okay,
because I like all these different genres of music.
Sure.
Is why don't they bring out like big rock bands too and battle each other? Like, can you imagine a versus battle of Guns N' Roses and Bon Jovi?
Right.
That would be epic. That would break the internet.
Well, I mean, that's something that people that are involved in that genre need to think of, right? This was started out strictly for producers when it first started, like the Swiss Beats thing. And then that was at the start of COVID, and which was really smart. And then they kind of ran with it. Those two, like really genius of them, right? And
it is genius of them.
And then we just thought we'd copy them and start doing it on our channel.
I mean,
but it's helped. We were just looking for something
prettier
fun to,
faces and
yeah,
shit, you know?
something fun to do, right? But at the same time, it's like, yeah. Then it started with rap artists, and then there was some there was the Hitman one. You said the Hitman and what was it? Hitman and Beanie Man,
Oh.
right?
You guys are cutting right.
Yeah. Who was the other one that they did? Hitman, Beanie Man, or whatever. Then they did that one, and then they did
it was Beanie Man and oh freak, when the cops showed up and everything, I was cracking up.
Yeah.
Beanie Man and Elephant Man? No. Beanie Man and
I don't even know. I didn't go that far back.
I can't even remember now.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of them that they did that were good. But it first started out as producers, right? Like we had the Scott Storch versus Manny Fresh. Like they did a lot of producer ones at first, right?
So
right.
Yeah.
I saw it live though today. Timbaland teasing Chris Brown and Usher.
I saw that. Usher would kill him.
I like totally.
Usher has his hits.
Phenomenal.
His hits are way too like he has
his catalog's way.
His first album, man.
And
I lost my puberty.
And if we're going, and if we're going for songs that he like wrote or produced, like he even like he can bust out Bieber stuff, right? Like if you really want to, right? So like Usher.
I lost my puberty. I lost my virginity. Sorry, I just fucking realized. Why nobody correct me? Sorry.
I don't know. I just ignore you half the time.
Oh, keep going.
Oh man,
he's got a great catalog, man.
Yeah, and Usher would win that.
His beats are phenomenal. Like it's just the style of music he had. I don't know. I what's his name is just Chris Brown.
No, Chris Brown has hits too, but
I know,
Usher.
Chris Brown's got some great hits too.
Yeah,
no,
he's
I
got
know,
some big
but
hits. Don't like. And then there was the other one that was floating around.
Maybe the media that doesn't make him look so good all the time.
The other one that was floating around was Ashanti versus Keisha Cole. Ashanti's just a lot of hooks.
I wouldn't watch that. Just because
you don't like those people.
It's not that. It's Ashanti was Ashanti. I mean, like Ashanti was kind of like nobody until Ja Rule kind of brought her in. And then everybody was singing shave me because their fucking sideburns were down to here, right?
yeah. Ashanti, if you're gonna go with her hooks though, or like her hooks on songs and stuff like that, she does have a lot of big hits too. But I agree. I think Keisha Cole would probably win that one. She's just a better musician. Like she's not like I don't find Ashanti's she's got hits though too, but
longer. You just got full songs.
Yeah,
stuff.
Exactly.
Right.
So
like if you're gonna bring out R&B girls, you'd bring out like someone like TLC versus like En Vogue, or that would be a great battle.
How are you gonna bring him back?
Yeah, I'm that old. Thanks.
So yeah,
only by a couple of weeks on you. No, days.
Days. Fuck.
Days.
Right. Still over.
Anyways, yeah, as you can tell, guys, we enjoy talking about the battles, watching them, and if you enjoy them too, definitely tune in this Friday for ours, the 80s Battle of the Bands. Watch Leslie take down Rob this Friday, hopefully.
For sure.
So who's going first? Have you guys figured that out yet, or what?
Did you guys flip the coin?
Well, Rob's the reigning champion. He should go first.
Yeah, that's what I said.
There you go. Happened. Well, that's what he did last time. So there you go.
If he agrees, if he wants me to go first, then that's up to him too. I'm pretty okay with everything. But just my opinion.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. If that's what you want, I'm good with that.
I'm good. And I just want to hear. I want to see some fucking ass beating. That's it, man. That's all I'm ready for. Yeah. I want to hear some good tunes and ass kicking.
Okay. Rob's going to be signed in on multiple accounts voting for himself. He's got people that just vote for him. We're on to his what he does now. So we'll be watching. I'll be watching. So do you guys want me to share the screen with you that day, or what do you want? You want me to be off in the background? I can disappear off the screen too and just moderate in the background if you guys would rather.
I don't mind you being on the screen.
There you go.
It'd be cool.
That air.
You're like in the middle, and then you got us on the side.
Yeah. All right. We'll see what's going on.
I'm trying to get here early that day, so we'll see what happens. I'm not.
Will you guys both be voting too?
Yeah.
I'm voting, of course.
I vote
votes,
too.
Yeah, Nico votes during like my battles and vice versa when I get on there. So
yeah.
The great thing about the 80s too that I learned, and I don't know if Rob noticed, or maybe Rob already knew this before me, right?
Don't throw it any.
No. The beginning of the the beginning of the 80s was a lot like the end of the 70s. And then once you get to the end of the 80s, it became a lot like the 90s. It was like an introduction to what was coming in the 90s. But like kind of like foreshadowing, right?
Yeah.
And then in between, there was everything all jumbled up.
Yeah, of course. That's how it works. But
yeah,
it's just the way it works. It's a transition period. You get a transition period, right?
Right. And I just didn't really like see that until I started, doing my list. And I kept admiring it more and more and more, to the point where I thought some of my tracks were in the 80s and they were really in the 90s, right?
Right.
So I was just like, oh shit,
Yeah.
But it's really interesting to see how music evolves in that way. Like it just kind of
had to change the way we did the 60s, because it was too much. It was the integration was just so sudden. Slowly into 70s music. There was just so it was kind of easier to break it up in twos and doubles, like odd and even.
Right.
That worked out better for that one. The 70s was easy to do half and half. They were fucking. It was crazy all over. Well, it wasn't a big thing, You could have picked either or year and still lost or won, right?
You had a bit of everything in the 70s too, though, right?
Yeah, but it was everywhere. So there was a lot. Yeah, he noticed. See, he notices everything. He notices everything. He says, yeah, no problem. I'll go first. No problem. Let's see this. This is gonna be fucking interesting. This is gonna be the first time we're not part. That's weird, eh? We're not.
You know what else I'm hoping out of this 80s thing is that JT will admit that there was some really good 80s rock bangers in the 80s.
I mean, there was. I like some of them. I didn't like all of them, but I mean,
no, just like I don't like all of the 70s or all of the 60s, but I love
all of it.
I like all decades of music, right? Like, it's just I just didn't live through some of it.
Yeah.
But I was, lucky enough. Technology has always enabled us to kind of go back and listen to that, right?
Yeah. Cool.
And then you got like artists that we were, like Eminem, for example. He just sampled a whole bunch of shit, right? And made it sound amazing. A lot of hip hop artists did, right? Yeah. Aerosmith and Run DMC did it first, right? They integrated themselves together. Yeah. So
that Run DMC's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame now, right? Because of that, right? Yeah, so which is kind of crazy, right? Just to think that although the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's kind of bullshit, to be honest, the way they pick people, it seems really weird. Like
it goes on this vote, right? Like you put a list of people in
there, but that they're not for some, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then like, there's some big errors. Like every time it comes around every year, I always hear a lot of people complaining because there's so many people that should have been inducted at this point in time, but they haven't. Yeah. And then it's like, really, it's just going to get to the point where like, they're just going to induct everybody. So like, what the fuck, it doesn't make it as special anymore. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of weird like that. So
yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So you get ready for Friday, Leslie, get ready, Rob, for Friday. Cause it's going to be a fucking good one.
Yeah, Rob, it's a bigger challenge than I thought it was going to be, but it's been a lot of fun.
Part of the fun, yeah, exactly. So
it is.
Tune in for that this Friday, 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Leslie, anything else you wanted to kind of touch on before we move on here? I kind of just wanted to bring you on, just to rub it in for Rob that you're going to beat him, and basically.
We'll I don't know, man. Thursday. I don't know. I will tell you, it will be entertaining.
I'm going to do a sound check for you, Leslie, on Thursday. I'm not going to do one for Rob. And also.
No, you're so mean.
Right up, man.
No. I'm just playing. But anyways, yeah.
Well, by now he should know how to fucking do it. Really.
I think so.
No, come on, Rob.
It's just, you know what? It's peace of mind. I think just doing a little test run the night before. Just make sure you know what you're doing on Friday. You don't get the jitters and fuck up.
Don't worry, man. You'll be all right. It's only Rob. Don't worry. You'll be fine.
I just busted Rob's balls today.
Yeah,
this is good.
We're just having a great time with it, man.
Stop. It's going to be a lot of fun.
But
Rob, I think, is a good challenge for me, and I'm always up for a challenge.
For sure. Well, Leslie, best of luck to you then on Friday. We'll see you then.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for doing it again, Leslie. And
thank you.
Yeah, no, of course. I hope you enjoy it, and then you'll hopefully. You might have to come back and face Jay in one, because fucking Jay's chomping at the bit to do another one apparently over here. I had to tell him
I told him already. If I'm gonna do one, it's gonna be 90s rock.
There you go, Jay.
I want hip hop. Fuck this shit. I'm done with
You
rock.
want hip hop?
I'm done with rock. Fuck
Well,
the
you can do
rock.
90s hip hop. Leslie knows that too. There you go.
Oh yeah,
Scared. That'll be crazy, man. Could you imagine
90s hip hop would be fucking
90s hip hop. Yeah,
I would do that
There's
too,
so
actually.
much.
That's pretty
There's
good.
way too much, man.
it's the best decade of it.
That would blow your brain out like
Yeah.
that. You would just explode.
It's the best decade of hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Rob's Patsy, his friend who tunes in and just votes for Rob. Yeah. He's always like, oh, Rob's like, I don't know why he keeps voting for me, man. Okay, Rob, yeah. Yeah, Leslie, I hope you got a couple of people like that who are just gonna come in and vote for you. I know you got some rumors, right?
So
Yeah, see, this guy's already planning. He's planning on cheating. Watch out for this fucking guy.
holy
It's gonna be Rob in different hats in the avatar. Like,
He's taking everybody, all the fucking the family, send everybody in
Yeah.
the family's phone that's
Yeah.
in the house.
Watch
He's
out.
just gonna grab all their
it's gonna
phones
be
and start fucking.
it's gonna be Rob with Making America Great Again hat on, fucking racist. I don't know who this
making
Rob,
North America great.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I don't know who
Pinning
this Rob guy is, but I'm voting for him. Rob with different fucking hats
Hey,
on,
those hillbillies
sombrero.
They're not liking that anymore. But that's politics. I don't even want to get into that. I heard some shit.
Yeah,
on
all
the
right.
radio today,
Yeah,
but
don't get Leslie started on
don't
that.
get
All right.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck.
All right,
man. I get
Leslie.
yelled at for shit.
We'll talk before Friday, and then
Yeah,
we'll
for
see
sure.
we'll see you Friday. Thanks again.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Yeah, man, that was fucking crazy. Yeah, it's fuck off, Rob. It's good going down, Rob. You're going down, bro. I'm not even, dude. I wouldn't even have to vote, and you're gonna still. I think you're gonna lose, bro. I just don't know. She got 60 fucking songs on the side. She fucking said it right here, bro. On the side. That's not even on her list, bro. She could have 60 songs on her list on each. Oh my god. I'm telling you, man. You do not know what you got yourself
Yeah,
into.
Rob.
Man. It's
We
gonna be fucking
kept
great.
this at arm's length. You know, we didn't want to tell you too much, but Leslie's coming for you. You don't want to mess with Leslie.
Oh man, she's
coming for you.
buddy.
She's coming
That should
for
be
you.
interesting. I'm gonna fucking try to get here. I don't care how
She's
I
very
tune in.
competitive, man.
Oh.
Watch out. I'm just gonna be sitting here laughing. I'm gonna be hilarious. I really hope she kicks your ass, Rob.
52 songs ready to go. Holy fuck! Look at this guy. No, but that's crazy, man. I mean,
Man, if you guys were that serious about it, you guys should have did a 20-song battle. You know, that's like the Snoop DMX. They do 20 songs.
They
Eh?
did,
Our first
yeah.
one, me and Jesse, we went 20 songs. Lil
Yeah.
Wayne and Drake, right? So
80. I don't know if I could deal with 80, 20, 80. I don't know.
we have the audience for 20. Hey, listen, if you guys want to do a
there you go. There you go.
last minute adjustment, I'll leave that up to you guys. You guys want to go 20 songs, go for it. But I think the 10 songs is a good length. Right.
Keep saying it. Well, it goes usually 15, right? So I mean, really, it tends to go 15. So, because some people pull a fucking rabbit out of their ass in the end. Rob. Yeah.
There you have it.
So
what else is new?
You know what, man? Fuck all, dude. With me,
did you try the new chicken
off.
McGriddle?
Fuck that chicken McGriddle, really?
Yeah, I guess you're never up during breakfast McDonald's. Well, I guess you are 6 a.m. or whatever,
it's
right?
breakfast every day. I never seen it on the list, bro. I go to get pop all the time.
No, but you
man,
like
or a fucking
the
drink, a
dollar
cold
days,
drink.
yeah. But you like
cheap,
McDonald's,
fuck.
so I thought maybe you'd try it. I walked by to grab.
Stick away from this. Stay away.
I went by there the other day to grab a coffee, and they have a new breakfast. Like it's like a junior chicken, like a chicken fillet on a McGriddle or on a what do you call it? English muffin. It's like a McMuffin with chicken.
That's fucked.
Yeah, I had the McGriddle, bro.
Really
It's pretty good, actually. A lot of flavor going on there because it's the two McGriddle, like the pancake things with the chicken in it, bro. It's like a hangover fucking solution right there. I didn't have it hungover. I had it in the morning. It was pretty fattening though, right? So.
Look at this. No, I won't, man. No, I got no problem. I won't even take. I'll take two. One when I'm starting to pass out, I'll kick it up a notch and take another one. Right? That's what I had to do. But see, because I wasn't able to do that, you had to fucking watch me doing this and start drooling on the mic. But yeah, who else has tried the chicken McGriddle, man? I mean, I've never. I didn't even know, man.
It's pretty tasty.
I didn't even know there was a chicken.
Yeah,
McGriddle.
I just saw it this past week. Yeah, I was
Holy
asking somebody else about it, and they actually really liked it too. So let us know, guys, if you've tried the chicken McGriddle or the chicken McMuffin lately. It's just new at McDonald's this past week. $2.50 right now. You get one for $2.50, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I never liked the McGriddle. Period, man. I never.
Oh, I like the McGriddle. I like the McGriddle.
That's the one with the what's it called inside it, right? Like
You should usually get like a sausage. You can get a bacon one.
Yeah, but it's
and
the shit on top is what do you call it?
They're like pancakes with syrup in
yeah,
it.
syrup,
Yeah.
fucking,
So you can
syrup,
get one with a piece of
waffles.
chicken in it, and like it was almost too much flavor at first. I'm like, this is too much. But then like I was like, you know what? If I was hungover, this would be key. You probably have one of those. It feels like the perfect amount of munch. You know what I mean?
The perfect amount of munch.
Yeah.
There you go, guys.
And like it's heavy. It's got a piece of chicken in it. But I bet you the McMuffin's better because it's got cheese in it. No, but like it's got the cheese on it.
I can understand what you're saying.
Right.
No, I get what you're saying.
I'm gonna try that next.
I mean, I'm gonna try it. I'll try it out just to give it a shot. But
come on, we want your review here, Jay. You gotta...
I stick to the basics. I'm a pretty simple white guy, man. I like my chicken nuggets and my.
Let's try her out. Let me know what you think.
My McDoubles. I learned to put my chicken nuggets on my McDoubles, man.
Oh, you put them on the McDoubles.
I put them in the middle, man.
Oh, nice. I like that. I've never done that. I put fries on there before. You ever
fries?
You ever taken a McDouble and a junior chicken and slam them together into one fatso burger?
No.
Oh yeah, I've done that, buddy. That's the way. That's the cheapo special.
Yeah, you don't even have. You just take them together and flat.
Bro,
right?
Back in the day, although the price has gone up now, you can get a McDouble and a junior chicken and $1 days pop for under $5.
They rip you off. Yeah, nighttime they end up fucking jacking the prices up. You gotta watch that.
Oh,
shit.
do they really?
When they change it.
You
to
sure that's not just your McDonald's?
No,
they see
man.
you coming. They're like, oh, there's that sucker
because it's
again.
off the highway or whatever. But still, man, like I don't know. I think at nighttime the price goes up, right? Not for the drinks, not for certain things that are the basic stuff, but if the food shit that you gotta cook, right? They're gonna cook it. Some places are good, some places aren't, man.
You see that the Jays are going to be playing in Buffalo this year?
Yeah, but I mean, they're playing already. This is what happened. Like the Florida fucking got 9
cases.
They
already were starting to play.
And they're taking them out.
Yeah.
So they're out of the fucking tournament, I think now, bro. They're out of the season. I think Florida's got 9. The Marlins got 9 cases today.
Yeah.
They tested positive
on the team.
On the team,
Ooh,
bro.
Fuck.
That's the team alone.
I didn't hear about that.
Right. So they're going, what the fuck do we do now? Because they're like the only sport that decided, no, we're not gonna keep it in the bubble and go play in the US, right? Because we're just smart, because we're MLB. Right. The only thing they're smart at is not being able to fucking stream television when it comes to fucking MLB for free. Right. But that's besides the point. I'm not bitter about that part.
Right.
But yeah, they have this whole thing. So now you want them to go down there and go play with these guys, and who knows how many people they've already come in contact with playing already. So like, even the NBA, look, they tried to keep it in a bubble. The guy got permission to go for a funeral. Yeah. What's his name? I don't remember his name. You might know his name off the top of your head, but I can't remember his name.
I didn't hear about this.
He got fucking got caught at a strip club.
Okay.
After the funeral or whatever.
Yeah.
The family.
Yeah.
And I guess he was on social media.
Okay.
So boom.
Got fined,
everywhere. But they still have security following these guys. Right. When they go out like that, they have special security following. Like, he got permission to leave by the NBA. And this is what happened.
Yeah.
He got caught.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be quarantined for fucking 10 days or 14 days. Right. Otherwise he can't get back into that bubble.
I was bitching about that to somebody, and they said, like, why are you feeling sorry for these guys? They get paid how much to do this? This is their job. But like, at the same time, though, it's like, it sucks already being on the road. Now you're actually saying these guys can't go out and enjoy themselves on the road as well. Right. Not that people should be going out and enjoying themselves like that.
I mean, they're in Disneyland. How much more enjoying do you have to do? You don't have a strip club.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, they get fined big time for doing this. And they're stuck in it's not like they have a choice, because like, this is their job, right? This is their career, right? So I think it's just a weird position to be in. Whether or not you have to feel sorry, I'm not saying feel sorry for the guys, but it's a weird fucking time for anybody right now.
I know.
Yet alone to be a sports player and have to be bounced around different cities where they'll allow you to play. And now, not only that, you can only stay within the constraints of the hotels.
It's hard, bro. All the hockey players are here.
Yeah.
I was looking at a lot of the Instagram pages too, and a lot of them have posted that.
They were coming off the bus. They all had masks on and stuff like that. I saw them
at the big hotels downtown, right? They're all at those huge places like the Hyatt and stuff like that. They have the whole building closed off. You can't even get it within certain feet of the place, right? Like, you can't get near the entrance. Nothing. Those places are just for them,
right?
And their families and the staff and the people that are going to be working there. But I don't know, like, the guy at the NBA. I mean, really, if you wanted something to strip, man, you're you're at Disneyland, there's no strip clubs, just ask Cinderella, here's a couple $100, there you go, man, do a little dance for me. I'm pretty sure she would. You don't have to touch her. She's just a strip club.
I can't believe they opened up Disney World, man. That's fucking crazy. Like, Florida's already crazy right now.
They're fucked, bro. Florida's getting more and more cases every day. And then Texas that got hit with tornadoes and shit right now and floods. because of this fucking weather.
Yeah.
And then now they're telling people not to help each other for the first time. You know, they build dams and stuff with the water and stuff like that. They're telling people not to and let them rescue you. So, dude, I'm telling you, man, the States has been going through hell. I fucking thank myself for being up here and having a fucking proper government of some sort to run and listen to.
Let's hope they keep the borders closed, honestly, because that's going to be a problem if they open them back up. The other thing that happened in sports, we touched on hockey, just touched on baseball. What's his name? Mike Tyson. They announced that he's fighting Roy Jones Jr. in September. How about that?
Oh my god!
How about that?
They're both old men too, eh?
Hey, listen, I'm there for that.
They're actually they're about the same.
I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this boxing match, and I don't watch boxing that often. I'm interested in this boxing match, man.
Eat him, bro.
I think
Tyson's
so.
Hungry,
I think so.
Tyson hasn't eaten in a year in fucking years.
Because think of it this way: Tyson is in a more sound,
state in his head,
than he's ever been.
I think so,
arguably.
Yeah, and I think sensibly about fighting and stuff.
But does that take away some of what makes Tyson now? Do you think he's actually going to go in there and want to destroy him like he would have back in the day? That's the question.
Well, he's not going to want to eat this fucking ear off, but you know, he's going to want to.
But do you think that's going to take away some of his? I know he's older. Okay, he's older. He looks great, very in shape again. Okay, he's in a better state of mind. I'll throw it out here to the chat too. Let us know what you think, guys. But do you think that takes away some of like what makes Tyson a good fighter? Like, you know what I mean? Like that animosity, like, you know what I mean? Like that towards anger, like towards the opponent back in the day, the drive, the thing that drove him, right? Like
take it away for a little while.
No, but I'm saying like
watch the anger come back.
It may actually be it may be a very good fight, technical fight, like, and he might come correct now because, like I said, he is probably in a better state of mind now than he was back then. But I'm just saying, like, some of the ferocity like this guy had as a fighter, like, you got to take that into account. Like, I don't know if he's going to clean his clock like he would have back in the day. I'm putting my money on him too. I'm just excited to see it. But like, I haven't seen
Jones Jr. yet. I haven't seen what he looks like.
Yeah,
like how I haven't looked at any videos or if he's actually shown himself since he's been training and whatever. But Tyson too. Tyson's been physically training and he's been doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's been trying, man.
Right.
You can see he wants to get back in the ring, but they had a YouTube thing of Foreman showing weaknesses.
Because he's fought him, right?
Pointing out big weak, and he's the type that's what he does. Foreman, that's the type of guy he was when he fought, right?
Right.
He took your punch and then he came back as he countered with like fucking something you weren't expecting, right? And he finds an opening. And that's what he found with Tyson a lot of the times. And Tyson said he used to hate that, right? Because you find an opening and you try to you go to count, he counters it, right? And then you're fucked because you're not expecting that because you think you're too quick for that.
Yeah.
But somebody's got you, even though they're bigger and they're kind of slower than you. That punch hurts. He's taking a punch from Foreman. It couldn't have been nice.
No.
That guy was just a solid 10 feet tall fucking tree.
Yeah. And he makes kick-ass grills. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, that's true. That did happen.
Dude. We totally forgot. I totally forgot about that. That was a big thing too, man. He was the Shack Attack over there. I'm telling you, man. You better watch out for him. Very colorful guy.
I have a signed photo of him that my mom actually got for me. She used to go into the store she used to work at. Even I just got it this past year. Signed photo of him with the fucking big old stash or whatever. I got it. Yeah. So I have that. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah. R.I.P. Eddie Shack. Yeah.
Stanley Cups for you guys too.
3 or 4 did he win?
I think it was
4, right? Yeah.
Rob, correct us. I don't know. You're the Leaf fan too, Nico. You should know that shit.
I think it's 4. I think it's 4.
A lot of Montreal players won how many Stanley Cups for who? I don't give a fuck. I just want to see them win again. That's all.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Not gonna happen this year.
Yeah, and then it won't be fair if it does. So
That's right. Everyone's gonna hold it over your head. That's why this whole
they're playing Pittsburgh the first round, but let's see what happens.
Well, that's why this whole they were already whining Pittsburgh about this.
Yeah, I don't know why though. I'm trying to figure out why. Maybe they're scared of Price. Yeah, they're scared of Price.
It's goaltending. It's goaltending.
And we have a lot of young guys that can score, bro. And I don't know how they're good. Their goalie is. He's good. That kid, Jerry or whatever his name is. Yeah, sure. I mean, he's good, but I don't know. We'll see, right?
Yeah.
They know him. They're young and they're more his age.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll
be interesting. It's going to be fucking interesting. I want to see it because I just want to see hockey.
No, of course.
But I don't want to pay for it. It's nice. You know what you're going to get to see too? What I think about, quickly about this hockey since we brought up Eddie Shack here.
Yeah.
But what I think is you're going to actually see how these players too play. now that there's nobody there yelling and screaming. Whose heart's gonna be in it?
Right.
What are they gonna do? Are they gonna put fake noises?
They did.
I know they're putting up stuff over the stands, and I don't know if they're putting screens around.
Yeah.
So they might put screens around
like
to
a
make
fake
it mimic an audience.
Yeah, that
which
would make
makes
sense.
It's only two arenas, so they don't have to set it up
sense.
for nothing.
No, that would make sense. But
it's like 5 or 6 games a day, bro.
But how would you protect that? Because that could be the expensive venture for them to put up those in all the arenas, and not only that,
it's only those 2
pucks. No, I know the hubs. The hub
cities. It's only 2. It's only 2 arenas.
No, I think that would still be pretty expensive, though. You got to remember, right? Like that's
pull down screens, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all.
That's
projectors, right?
Yeah,
you can't make it lighting. It's all lighting, right? That's all.
That's true.
Shoot it from the back, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
Have they been talking about that, or that's you're just saying? Well, maybe that's what they'll do.
I know they were talking about covering the stands.
Oh, okay.
And they were talking about adding screens, which I don't understand what that meant.
Yeah.
So if they were talking about adding screens, then they're talking about those pull down screens with
projectors. Yeah,
which makes sense because they can do that around the whole rink.
Sure.
Right. Yeah. And it mimics a sound and
right.
So it gives the players a little bit of fucking conscious.
So fucking weird though.
It's
I know
like
it's a
virtual
weird
reality,
time.
anyways, bro.
No, I know.
Would you
want
to go into a quiet fucking arena? You know what it's like? How fun is that, bro? You're gonna yell you can hear everybody yelling and calling each other.
That would be cool.
Too.
Yeah, that would be cool. That's true.
If they left the mics,
true.
like in real life, if you were sitting there as on the bench as the coach, and you're listening to both teams, you'd be yelling back and forth, and there's gonna be it's almost like there's nobody around watching. Let's just get into a fight. Everybody's around, like there's there's the referees, but I don't know. Are they gonna want to even body check each other? This is another thing. How close they're gonna want to get to the guy beside you.
Right.
That's another thing. Right.
I don't think these guys give a fuck though.
But after almost 6 months
they're
of
there
doing this
already,
shit,
right? I mean, they're there. Like it's
they're all around each other,
they're playing,
so they're gonna be close to each other.
Yeah.
I get it. They have to realize that and they're getting tested every day, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see what happens, guys. It should be interesting.
It should be interesting. So
the nice thing about it is even if we get together and do this show on a weekly basis, we'll have lots of updates to give, right? Like it'll be moving quick, right?
Hockey games crazy, man. Like it's 5 games or 6 games a day, man. They were talking about.
Yeah. Well, each round could take up to 2 weeks, right? That's it.
Yeah, because it's gotta be by October. It's done, right?
Yeah.
This is fucked. And we're a hub for until October.
It's weird.
Or we're a hub until this shit's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they can play the regular season here too. If that's the case, this is what I'm understanding.
Yeah, well, we don't know what phase we'll be in at that point. What's going on, right? We'll have to see, right?
I mean, I guess either.
No, but they're not. They're also probably not going to start up as soon as this is done.
Yeah, true.
It's the season's going to be late now.
Well, it's going to be
probably
going
to be in November, or like December or something like that. Yeah. And they're probably not going to bother with like the bullshit, like like the Winter Classic. They're probably not going to do that this year, I would think. And they're not going to do.
They're not going to do that. Let's take it. They could pull it off though. I mean,
or any of those tournaments, any like you know what I mean. Like they probably won't do an All-Star next year. Like why bother, right? So I just think it's going to be like extra. Like you don't want to put people more at risk than what they have to do, like bare minimum, right? Like you said, they could also shorten the season and say it's going to be this many games, right? Instead of like. How many is usually 80 something games, right? 80 games or something, 80 games, right? Yeah, something around there. Like they might say, hey, this is going to be a 60. 82. Who knows, right? I don't know. It's interesting. We're still navigating all this shit, right? The fact that this tournament is going on is pretty crazy. I love,
it's itself, the whole entire yeah. But they're actually all here, man. That's like 90% of the teams.
Let's talk about music for a bit. Did you listen to Logic's last album? I know you said you were looking forward to No Pressure.
No, I haven't had a chance to listen to it. I downloaded it on Spotify.
I know you're a Logic fan. I'm not really.
I don't.
So
I didn't see any features or anything. I didn't know. The songs, even the titles didn't sound interesting to me. So I didn't really play it right away.
I just know you would listen to his last couple albums because of the people he was collaborating with, right? So I thought maybe you liked some of his stuff, right? So.
Yeah, it's exactly, Rob. Sorry, I almost called him Nico. Yeah, because he's becoming such a fucking popular part of this fucking show. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh man, no, we don't want to.
We don't fill his head full of, It's too much.
Next week, no comments. No Rob in the comments.
Box.
Yeah, it's
He's
okay.
like he's only in the penalty box right now. We don't allow him on screen.
We'll be reviewing the battle of me and Jay because we're not involved in this. Is the first one we're not involved in. Everybody we'll be going deep on the analysis next Monday. Jay will have to give us his critique of the battle because he's not going to be here live the whole time.
This is gonna be fun, man. I can't wait. Honestly, I cannot wait.
But yeah, no, I didn't listen to it. Like I said, I other than the songs he did with like Joyner and like Eminem and stuff, I don't really listen to Logic. So like he did get online the other day though and was crying like because he's retiring. Like there was a video
was going
of him
into a bad place, right? Like he was getting upset about it. Maybe he was, bro. Maybe I don't get people when they say they're retiring. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, like fuck you guys, you get fucking too funny, man. So I don't know what I did, but yeah. So where was I going with this?
He then signed a $1 million deal to Twitch, and he's gonna do all his shit on Twitch because he's a big gamer. We talked about it. Remember, you called. You said that you're like, yeah, he's gonna
make video games because he was talking about that with the Mario brother thing, that whole Nintendo thing. I don't know.
So some people were calling him out because they're saying like, why the fuck is this guy over here crying when he's gonna release music over on Twitch? He's doing shit on his Twitch, but he's making his excuse of retiring from rap because he wants to be a good father. I'm like, you can fucking do both, buddy. Like, what the hell? Like, why are you making such a big deal out of this?
Video games, he can sit in his fucking house, bro, with his pants off, bro, and sit there and make video games on the computer.
He's a big nerd. We know that he was into that kind of shit.
But
like, not to say that people are like
maybe rap he really liked. Maybe he liked performing. Maybe he liked getting out there for fans. Maybe that's why he got emotional, bro. People get emotional, man.
You don't think he's ever gonna drop music again? That's bullshit.
He might. That's
bullshit. He's too young, man.
But
why would he
would he be any relevant when he does come out with something?
I don't know. I'm not interested either. I'm not interested now. So
exactly.
like,
so I mean, but there was people that were. He had a lot of people, but now people, most of those people were probably gamers too. So you're gonna see them jump over.
Well, the Twitch, that's what I mean. Like, he just signed a deal, right? And like, if you already kind of called that, you called it out here on the show, and we knew, like, I knew he was in that community at large. Like, he does lots of video game stuff, so like, it's not a surprise,
rap battle,
right?
fucking video games,
instead
of Rockstar or whatever that shit was called. What was that one called that you guys used to play?
Rock Band.
Instead of that, he's gonna have his own fucking.
What's his name? Travis Scott.
Yeah, I do battles like
that. He did that. He appeared in that Fortnite game. There was like a Fortnite night. He was like in the background. The guy made, apparently they're saying like 500 grand or something for them using his likeness in the game or something. Like one day, like at one point, because they had him, like, there was like, they do like events and stuff like that in that Fortnite, right? Yeah. And they had him as part of it. And because of that, like, he guy made like $500,000 or something. They're reporting now. Like, that's what I mean. Like, things like that. Nuts, the convergence. This is why you keep, and then what's his name talked about maybe retiring too, J. Cole. So like, it's happening more and more now because I think these guys are finding that
it's hard to go out and perform right now too. That's another.
It's not only that, they're just finding other avenues to make money, right? Like, I mean, look what happened to Joe Budden. Everyone talks shit about him because that guy, his whole career, he had problems. He couldn't get the mainstream audience he was really seeking out. He was more of like, you know what I mean? Jumped ship, became a media man, and this is the most successful venture he's been involved in. The podcast is huge now, right? And he's on like the Revolt. He's doing like talk shows, like hip hop media type shit for Diddy now. Like,
and they talk shit about him. You said in the beginning because he jumped
music. Absolutely. And he retired. He said, "I'm not doing this anymore." He was in his 30s. He was still a really good rapper, in my opinion. And even if you're not a fan of his music or not, right? But like, you know what I mean? Like, so the fact that everyone talks shit about him at that point. I mean, there's been a lot of these rappers though that have said that I'm retiring and then they don't. So that's what I mean. Like, I don't,
this is a good way.
If you get inspired, if you step away and you like, even if you step away for 4 fucking years and you get inspired again and you want to drop an album, I don't care. Like, go for it, right? You can call them a liar or whatever. That's why I mean, I would just say I'm taking a step back and doing other things. You don't have to say the retire word unless you really, really mean it.
Maybe he just doesn't want to write music anymore, man.
I don't know. I'm just surprised. I don't care. And I'm not even a fan. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Not that, but then, like you said, he's going to do the Twitch thing now. Makes sense.
It's going to make fucking millions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So why
do anything?
Yeah.
Like, not that he's not going to do anything.
There's easier ways to make money because you take your platform and you go off and do something else. Like, that's what I mean. Like, there's easier, like that. people sit here and bullshit and talk like these podcasts and make money, right?
Well, look how they're doing the videos and stuff now. All that stuff with the videos because now that people that they come out with songs, they're dropping songs. They can't even really do videos together anymore, so they're doing all these cartoon videos.
Yeah.
But that's the way, or those guys that have passed away and stuff. But that's going to be the way to do it too soon.
Yeah.
Because what happened with this whole COVID thing, and regardless of whether people like it or not, you lose one avenue of sort of income.
Yeah.
This thing has gained other sources of income that people haven't explored yet, which is
look at the
online.
versus battles. We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Versus battles grew out of the fact that all these people, all these famous producers and stars were at home.
And they need to make money.
And they need to find a way to still, exactly, get their name out there and be seen. So then they started the versus thing, and that's pure promotion for these fucking guys, right? All they're doing is playing their catalogs.
Yeah, and that's what makes these guys smart. That's what makes them. They're not idiots. Just because
you just
they
got to pivot.
lived a rough life and lived hard, they're not idiots.
You got to think of a different avenue to make money, right? That's what I mean. So like, I'm
speaking of making money. So I have this one. Listen to this story. I got to tell you.
Yeah, go ahead
quickly if I have time. But
go ahead.
There's one thing that
time.
Speaking of hustling money over here. So my nephew, my oldest nephew, there calls me up one day. I'm leaving work.
Yeah.
Okay. Asks me, can you meet me over here? Blah blah blah. At a sports check, right?
Yeah.
So he asked me if I can go, and I said, yeah. I said, what's up? He goes, oh, nothing. I go, are you there by yourself? Yeah. I'm here by myself. Okay. I came by, right?
Yeah.
I met him at the sports check.
Sure.
At my work. So I go inside. He gives me his fucking credit card. Don't go. Well, I'm just gonna go. He just says it.
His credit card.
Well, I guess it's that he borrowed it from his mom, or whatever.
Okay. I was gonna say he's got a fucking credit card.
But he manages it. He's the one who he's good. He's 15. He can manage money.
Sure.
He's smart.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Okay. So he's got these. Apparently these shoes came out. You can only get them in the stores, and there's only a few stores limited that had them. And I don't know what the fuck they even look like. Okay, at first. Okay, but you can get them and online before everybody else, because I mean, these shoe people make money.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, you can only get one pair. They only give you one pair. So he was calling everybody that he knew, any family that he knew to come by. I get there, his other uncles there.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm going, well, I thought you were here by yourself. No. I got him too. Right. So you're only allowed to give one pair.
He's trying to flip multiple pairs of shoes, essentially.
His uncle grabbed two pairs. I grabbed one. Bro, they're the ugliest shoes in the world. They're fucking black and yellow.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I would never wear them.
Black and yellow isn't bad.
I don't know. It's just they're not my type of shoes. They're basketball shoes, obviously. So you're not gonna see me in a pair. I mean, the guy there knew I wasn't buying basketball shoes because I was buying basketball shoes.
Right. Well, no, half the people that do,
they were sold by the time we were even paying for them. By the time I even paid for them.
Yeah.
So it's fucking crazy.
Shoe God.
That's it.
Shout out to
represent.
Shout out to the shoe God. Yeah, no, good for him, man.
No, but yeah, man. I mean, but no, the thing that trips me out, he can manage his money at 15, bro. I'm fucking 40 and I can't manage my money. All right, guys, that's just a shout out to him because that's good, man. Sure. For a kid that can do that at his age and manage money and just be able to pay your, that's awesome, dude. I couldn't do that at 15. I don't think very many people could. You tell me, Nico, could you manage that money at 15? Could you manage? Yeah, exactly.
No. I was trying to scrape together $5 back then.
No shit. And he's fucking got more money in his bank than I think.
Don't get me wrong.
Bro.
I was working from a young age. I was working from when I was 14, so I knew how to make it. I'm not good with money. No, absolutely not.
Takes after his old man.
Look at all this crap. You think I fucking?
Well, I mean, you figure you know why he's good at that, because his old man, right? Like, I mean,
yeah, sure.
You see the way they are, right?
Yeah,
they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, shout out, man.
I hate flippers, though. I mean, we talked about that before. I mean, that's cool. Hey, listen, but
that's what's going on right now.
I just don't like how they take the. No, honestly. I know. They have people, like you said. They tell people to go meet there.
I have no idea what I was getting.
No, well, listen, people do it. People do it. Right. What I don't like is because that flipper, the person that gets there and has nothing else to do, and has the chance to sit in line and wait for that shit. But meanwhile, I'm at fucking work trying to make a living. And I can't sit. No, whatever. I'm saying in general for these things, that the person that's sitting that line or the people he's hired to stand in that line or bring around to buy those things for you. By the time that other person gets to there and to the front of the line, guess what? There's no more shoes for that person that just actually wants it for themselves.
The thing about this was there's only a few, and there's no lineup First of all, there was no lineup.
I'm talking about flippers in general. I'm not talking about
remember
this
that lineup I
particular.
told
I'm
you
not
about
talking
that
about
huge-
this.
this huge
Yeah, I'm not
lineup?
talking about
Yeah.
this
That was different.
instance.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in general.
Yeah.
Like you know, for anything.
Yeah.
When there's like a hot new like exclusive toy or something somewhere, or like any type of exclusive or limited quantity type stuff, and the people wrap around the block.
Yeah.
The people that are there are flipping them that buy multiples of this because they
yeah.
don't put a quantity
They knew
or
there was
yeah.
one per person or whatever.
It takes the opportunity away from somebody that wants to. Yeah, exactly.
get it.
That's what I don't like.
And
I'm all for somebody making a buck. I
get what you're
understand,
saying.
but like it's just there's not enough to go around. They
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah.
They don't like if they don't put a cap on how many each person can buy.
But
What
this
the
wasn't
fuck do
that
they
type of
care?
situation,
They don't
though.
give a shit. No, I'm just saying.
This was something that was
other
only
situations.
available online.
Yeah.
That was only available online, and a few
Yeah.
stores were having them, so people wanted them beforehand.
Yeah.
But they had the other people still had to wait for theirs online because you had to order them online. You could only order them online. This was one of those ones that you
Right.
could only order online.
Right.
So there's no standing in line, no whatever. You have to wait for your package.
Yeah.
That's what it was, and people wanted it yesterday. They
Again,
always want
I'm not
stuff
talking about
yesterday.
this instance. I'm talking
No,
about
I'm
in
just
general.
saying what it means. Like I don't understand it so much either, like you do.
You see that they fucking they find that dumbass chair girl finally. She got she got fined
for that incident.
Yeah.
Took that long?
Slap on the wrist. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I thought she already got that. It was a while ago.
No, she was just sentenced to 2 years of probation, 150 hours of community service, and handed a fine of like $2,000. Slap on the wrist, bro. She's paying it off with CERB checks for fuck's sakes.
But I thought that's what she got, bro. I thought that's what it was, man. I didn't even know that because I thought
it just happened this past week. No, she just got sentenced this past week.
Oh, so I think she would. I think this was her. Yeah, what she was at. But I knew they were talking about that.
Yeah,
they had. It was already said that she had a court, and that's what they had thrown to her. That's what they were gonna give.
Well,
to her,
thank
right?
God. This is probably, hopefully, the last time we ever hear about this person. Now, you know what I mean? Dumbass.
Otherwise, there's gonna be no more friggin' balconies along the garden, man. Straight up, they're not gonna build those condos anymore.
I mean, since then she's been more known for being like a hoe online. Oh. She's like an Instagram girl now, right? Essentially.
Is she?
Oh yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah, that's the only time I think people have ever checked in on her again since then, right? Was just to see, you know, what's going on with her. She got picked up by one of those that Toronto woman rapper, Chromaz, or whatever, from Court.
From Court?
This one that's always on, like, you know, like these Toronto Instagram accounts and stuff. Yeah, some Toronto rapper. Yeah. So they, you know, she's doing her thing.
Dancing the videos, give blowjobs behind the scenes. You know, she'll take care of it.
But hopefully that's the last time we have to hear about Chair Girl. And I just, not even a shout out. I just wanted to say fuck her. And
why would you bring it up? If that was not even
pretty
a shout
much.
Out,
you're
why
right.
Would you do it?
You're right.
You know, it's like
moving on.
This. Yeah, moving on. So, no, if you caught up yet to Doomsday or Doom Patrol, sorry.
No, I'm about 3/4 of the way through. I think I'm almost done.
I'm waiting for you.
I have started watching this show. The new season came on Netflix. Good Girls, it's called. This is the 3rd season. It's about these like women who are like housewives essentially, or like women that are just like having a hard time getting by, and they become criminals essentially. Like, have you ever watched that show?
No.
It's got some good people in it actually. There's
I keep seeing it. It's on Netflix, right? It scrolls up on my thing.
There's 3. This is the 3rd season that just came on right now. It's actually pretty good. Good cast. I like it. It's
the only thing that really shows up on my account now is anime stuff, because my nephews are watching.
Sure.
They're an anime on my account.
Yeah.
You know, but no, I haven't really got to see it. I'm still trying to finish the Gentleman. I wanted to watch that, right?
Did you end up wrapping up with that? No.
So we'll have to figure that out, man.
So there you go.
It was good.
That's kind of what I've been watching. I'm trying to finish Doom Patrol. I watched the Good Girls show. About halfway through that.
And you still haven't caught up on the new season or the old season 2 of Nosferatu or whatever.
Yeah, no, I haven't caught up on that yet. No.
Oh man, I need somebody to explain some shit to me, man.
Speak to Leslie. She watches it.
No, but she doesn't know what's going on. She knows what's going on, and only because it's like she watches it, like, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know if she knows, you know, the storyline. You said it was no, you said it's a Jonah Hill.
Joe Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Joe Hill.
Jonah Hill wrote it. Yeah.
Jonah Hill, guys. Well, check it out. No,
Joe Hill, Stephen King's son. Yeah, he wrote it.
I know one of you have read the book, so I want to see if you guys understand that.
Christine has, and I haven't.
Great movie. What movie?
Hey, Farhan, what's
Oh,
going on, man?
What's
Thanks
up?
for tuning in. It's one of
What's up?
the Brews with the
With the
Cruise
Brews with the
boys.
Cruise
Yeah,
boys?
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he's not a part of the podcast, but he's a friend of theirs, and I've known him for a long time
while,
too.
eh?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up,
It's been a
man?
long time since I've
But
seen
yeah,
him.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
right,
figure out-
Leslie? Which one? Good Girls? It's a good show, man. I like it.
Well, I mean, you have no real choice when you're in a relationship and you got to watch those kind of girl chicks flicks and stuff.
No, it's a good
Nah,
fucking
just watch
show,
it,
man. What the hell are you talking
You probably
about?
force Christine to watch it. She probably
Yeah.
doesn't want to watch it.
It's a
Eh?
good show.
She probably doesn't want to watch it.
It's about these women that keep getting like they're dealing with like some bad dude who's like a killer, and they're running like
Okay.
they're making what do you call it? They're washing money. They're making counterfeit
Laundering?
money. Yeah,
Laundering
laundering.
money?
Yeah. They're making counterfeit money, and like it's one of those things where they kind of get into a bad situation. They got to
I
keep
might
trying
have
to
been
make
thinking
their
of
way out of it.
something else. I was thinking of the other one there with Christina Applegate there.
I watched that one too. That one's also good. It's also got
Kill-
women trying to
something to kill her.
dead to me. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I watched that
That's
one
what-
too. I watched that one
I
too,
know
bro.
what, I checked it out.
I'm
but-
not against shows
flicks?
with women in it. I don't know what the hell's wrong with you.
Oh, man, every time I go, even like if I went to the house, I watch it. My
There's
mom's
good
got-
there's good actresses in that show.
mom's
Christina
got my
Applegate.
nephews all into that.
That's a
stuff.
good show, man.
Yeah,
It's a good
man, it's
show.
crazy.
Christina Applegate's in it. The other girl, I forgot her name, but she's great.
Aren't they badass chicks?
There you go. Good called out, Jay. You're sexist.
I didn't
You
say
believe this
anything
fucking
shit,
guy,
man.
Leslie? You believe this
I
fucking
said he's
guy?
watching chick flicks. That's all. I just hadn't watched it. You know, I told them I watched a little bit of Dead to Me for a bit, but you know, they don't take their clothes off. Sorry guys, I know this is live, but
Oh yeah, I love
that
Seamus.
one's a good
I love
fucking
Seamus. You
show,
don't
but I
even
stopped
fucking watch
watching it because I fucking
You're
forget where I
fucked.
stopped watching it.
You're
bro.
fucked. Shameless is great,
It's,
Farhan.
it's over.
Shout out
this
to
season,
Shameless.
isn't it?
Next season. It's the
Oh.
last one. Yeah.
That one and the two ones I really like, I stopped watching.
Well, the main
man.
girl, she left. Fiona on the show. She left this past season, and yeah.
I started watching some crazy shit, like very scary people. I wanted to know what the cops were doing with
One of the main characters is a woman in that. Maybe that's why you don't like that show too. Believe this guy?
Which one?
Shameless.
No, I like Seamus. It's Frank the Tank, man. He reminds me of
Yeah.
so many people, man. No,
Like,
he reminds me of like family. No, but they.
you're fucked.
Oh
You're
man,
fucked.
I'm loving it. So now we should put on some '60s tunes now and get Rob going. Fuck no.
Did you see? As soon as we did the podcast last episode, we actually had talked about it
Yeah.
on the show. We talked about Kanye, getting ready to
Fucking-
drop his album and going off like usual, right? It's kind of like the Kanye rollout, make a bunch of crazy ass tweets, and
It's
then
fucking
literally that night, or I think the night after we aired that episode, as soon as we said that, doesn't he go on a crazy ass Twitter rant where he's fucking freaking out and making all these? I think it's honestly his promotion for this
What-
guy. He
what-
like goes off his meds right before he's apparently going to drop the album. Didn't drop it. It's
I
not the
told you,
first
none in
time. He
there.
just throws it out there. Oh yeah, this album's gonna drop. Never drops it. Yeah.
Man, I like the guy. I'm
Last-
waiting for a crazy album.
Donda or whatever is like, no, he didn't drop it though,
I
right?
know,
He was
but
supposed
I'm
to.
ready for
but
a fucking bipolar Kanye album, man. I'm fucking.
that was the
dying.
last one. Remember, he's
so
like,
he's gonna have another one now. It looks
this
like.
guy, he's like, yeah, I just took a picture in the car on the way here, and this is the cover of the album.
He's-
it's literally in Wyoming or whatever. It's a picture of the mountain or whatever wherever the fuck he was,
Yeah, and
right?
it was
That's where
just
his
a
studio.
roll-
That's where he lives,
Yeah.
bro. And he's talking about I'm in the sunken place, like Get Out, and he's talking about like saying,
pictures
didn't he
online
call
about
like
him
Kim
with fucking
Kardashian like a white
vests?
supremacist or something like
Dude.
that? Like he's doing some crazy ass shit. But honestly, I
He
just
needs
feel that's
help.
promotion. Well, yeah. Then Kim put out a statement against him, basically defending like, his craziness, like how he gets like this and all this kind of shit. But then there's rumors that they're getting divorced and all that. I think it's just it's a clown show, bro. Everything's
she-
like it's all fat. I think it's all bullshit. Or he just decides to go off his meds when he thinks it's promotion time, because it's the same shit. Last time when he started running around,
Maybe
wearing
he's
the Magda
promoting
hat.
something for her.
we were talking about it last. Oh, I don't know.
We don't know. Maybe
I
he's
mean, the
promoting
family,
something with the
they're
Kardashian
billionaires.
family. But I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
maybe he's promoting something because something might be coming up in the making, or
I
some
don't know.
a show, like maybe like a talk show or something
Right.
like that. Who knows, right? Like a
It's just funny because we
It's weird.
literally talked about it, and then like that night, I think after we got off the show, he was going on a huge ass Twitter rant, or the one before it. Are you talking about
Yeah,
the
man.
album or him in general?
exactly.
Misunderstood genius.
He is, man. He is a misunderstood genius, man. I'm telling you. He's bipolar. He's fucked. It's awesome.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about Chappelle checking on him. Listen, I just think it's
you know what? Those are good friends. If that's the case, you're gonna check up on somebody. But you know what? If you need some help, you need some help. It
Shout
could
out
be this
to-
fucking. It could be this. What do you call it? This COVID thing, because it's fucking with a lot of people in their mental states, bro.
Yeah.
They're not getting the help they need.
You know who it was? I think it was Charlemagne recently. You know, he made a statement about it. He's like, Kanye's always been the same. He's like, people just don't want to accept that fact that he's always been like that. Right now that he's apparently been diagnosed, that it's more like, oh, we're like, look at the crazy ass Kanye again. And he's always been like a little eccentric.
But if he was never diagnosed, people would just go along with his fucking craziness. Right?
Listen, I don't know, man. I just can't. I can't stand by him anymore like that. I think he was a genius. I don't know. I think some of the geniuses, you know, I don't know. Is he? If you're a genius, okay. Here's the question for you. Here, maybe even you guys in the chat here, Bruise with the Crew. Shout out to Bruise with the Crew.
Shout out.
I'm caught up except for the newest episode, number 5. So congrats, you guys are doing a great job.
I'm here.
Yeah. Once you're okay, if you are recognized by people as being a genius, are you always a genius, or could your genius
change?
Yeah, be taken away or fade away, or like, you know what I mean? Like, because people have moments of inspiration where I think they can come off as a genius. But do you think that? Yeah. That's
exactly.
True. That's true. That's true.
Bro.
No, but that's my question. I'm throwing it out there. Do you think that could change?
It's like this.
Once you're considered a genius, do you think it could change over time, or are you just a genius? Like, you're considered a genius always?
Unless you fucking get Alzheimer's.
Because I could say his first 2 albums, those were genius albums. Does that make him a genius now? That's my question. I don't know.
Well, depending if they're giving
That's true.
him pills.
Yeah.
Right? If they're giving him pills to subdue that fucking genius, which they try to do. I mean, if you really, you know, you can numb that state, bro.
Right.
Exactly. Right. I mean,
right.
But then, you know, like, it's like, I noticed there's some people that I know that actually get smarter when they do a couple lines, bro. Right. They could do a couple lines and they could be fucking loving, and it brings out their fucking genius in them, bro.
Right.
It doesn't mean they're crazy. I get it. That's just
no, but it doesn't also make them a genius.
No,
right.
But
I think people throw this word around too much. The reason I'm saying this, I think people throw this word around. Yes, but and let's not even talk about the fact that he's bipolar. Okay, I'm not commenting on that at all.
Okay.
I just think that, I don't know. I just think he lost it somewhere along the way. Like, I think people throw this word genius around too, like, flippantly now. Like, it's like, not a big deal. Oh yeah, that's genius. This guy's a genius. You know what I mean? Like,
I get what you're saying. They're trying to throw it around. They throw it around a lot. If anybody throws, I mean, there's a lot of people I know that could throw it around. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, see, exactly. He knows, and I've never even done a line, bro. Maybe that's why I'm fucking all the time, you know. But fuck, I'm gonna go do some coke, man. Figure everything out, guys. But no, yeah. See, that's crazy, but it's genius, right? He got everybody's attention.
I remember when he started like going off Kanye back in the day, and he kept comparing himself to like all these like Walt Disney. This guy, like, I forgot all the names he like was riffing off of. Bill Gates, like, he was just throwing like actual other geniuses out there, and like he was trying to compare himself to it. It was like that whole famous rant, like where he went off on Buddy on the radio there. But it was essentially, it was like one of the earlier episodes, if you want to call it that, of Kanye, basically, you know, that maybe it was a mental break at that point in time. We just didn't know, right? But you know, I'm just saying, like, I feel he uses it as a crutch somewhat to go on these crazy fucking rants. Like, you know, it's just this week he's off his meds, and people can get like that. Don't get me wrong.
You go off your meds, man. You get fucked up. You're a little bit messed up.
I don't know. I'm just like, I'm not convinced. I used to think he was. I don't know if he is anymore. I think that his genius is gone. Honestly, like
we'll see if he does something. If this is promotion to something, then we'll see. Maybe he's gonna run. He's gonna have a third candidate for president. We don't know. They're still waiting for that third one to stir it all up. Who'd be great? Who'd be better to stir it up than Kanye?
And I'm saying all this to say, I think he still has a good album in him.
Oh, why wouldn't he?
Yeah,
he's got a lot.
And I haven't been a fan of the last couple albums.
He's got a lot of experience.
I'm not saying that he can't never make good music again, or he hasn't. Even the last couple albums, there's stuff on there that some could consider genius, or some could consider, like, I liked some of it.
Yeah.
I just think as a whole, he's never going to make a classic again, right?
Most serial killers are geniuses, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying no one's. Comedians have the worst fucking problems. I'm not saying that.
No, but it's
You
they're
can't
only
have
smart 'cause they're
problems and be
cocaine.
a genius. I just don't
Comedians.
think he's a genius anymore. I think earlier in his career he was a musical genius. I just think that for whatever reason, it's gone. Well, yeah, that's what I mean, and that's why I've always tried to say I don't stick by the. I don't like the individual a lot of the time. I can separate the art. I know how people like to try to say that because they try to separate themselves from like people that are questionable, especially nowadays. They're like, well, I always separate the art from the artist, but it's becoming hard nowadays to say that because like you're going to support like somebody like a Me Too guy or something saying, oh, I've always loved that guy's movies. And then it turns out he's a scumbag or, you know what I mean? With comedians, same thing, right? Like, so people, it's harder, I think, to support somebody when you find out things about them that are, but like, you know, no one's perfect. And I'm not even trying to just frame this as Me Too. I just mean anything in general.
Okay.
Right. So like some of the biggest fucking people, geniuses or creative people, let's say over the years are complete scumbags. Right. Does that change the product they put out? Sometimes it can. It could taint what you like about that person. Right. It could forever taint it because then you're going to look at it through a different lens.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's like all these fucking people that were R. Kelly fans. Now they fucking see this, all the shit that this guy was going on. Are you ever going to listen to this guy's music again? I'm not. Can it change? Will it? No.
I mean, if it comes on the radio, I don't know if I'm going to change the channel. It depends what kind of banger it is. I don't know, dude. Right?
I mean, I never found Bill Cosby that funny, to be honest with you. So for me, I'm okay with that. But take another comedian, let's say
Full House. Let's take Danny Tanner out of Full House. He's a fucking cocaine addict, but he's still a fucking genius.
What are you talking about?
That what's his name? The guy, the fucking the father there. What's his name?
Yeah.
He was different as a comedian.
Right.
Yeah. I thought he was hilarious.
Yeah. But he's very R-rated.
I thought he was very smart.
Yeah.
I still think
he's not a bad person though. Like,
I never said he was a bad person.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
You know, but
he played a character on TV. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, he was genius at it because he can separate, like this. He was saying separate, but I know he separate Bill Cosby from the Cosby Show. That's different. That's drugging people and doing that kind of shit.
I think it gets to a certain point where you can't defend it anymore. You know what I mean? Like that's. I mean, there's certain cases where you could make an argument at one point saying like, you know. You could say it for so many people, right?
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it tarnishes their, you know what I mean? Like you can never change the way maybe you felt about something when you first heard it, but then when you found that shit out after about these people, how can you stand by it anymore, right? It makes it very difficult, right?
You know what, dude? I'll still watch the Cosby Show. I mean, really, there's not much. You know what? Nothing changes with me. I like a lot. I know what you're trying to say. I just. You know, if they're gonna change it, it's not like I'm gonna stop listening to Michael Jackson.
But I've said to you,
we've had that. I think
we've had this conversation. Yeah. It does make it harder when you like the person. I'm not sitting here and telling you, like I said, there's so many people, even in comics, I've talked about it recently. There's people that have started to be outed now.
Yeah.
Like by the Me Too crowd, people that have been shitty to women in the comics industry. I love comics, you know me. Is it mean I'm going to take down every book off my shelf that was written by somebody because something comes out about him that I love the book? No, not necessarily, because I still like that book. But does it ruin it for me in a bit? Yeah, in a bit. It does a bit, right? But I'm not going to sit here and say like it doesn't change the fact that I like that book a lot. But, you know, that's what I mean. Like, you can't put these people up on a pedestal, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, no one's like perfect when you find this shit out.
Anybody on a pedestal.
Some people do, though. That's why they say never meet your heroes, right? Because it turns out they're scumbags, and then your whole fucking sense of reality is fucked, right? Like, you're
reality.
Just
There's still human beings off screen. So I mean, regardless, people are gonna have their issues. So I just trying to separate those two is easy. I've realized that they're not the same people. Acting is acting, music is music. I mean, the music is a little different. Music is a lot of it's life-based and stuff like that. So, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure in R. Kelly's thing, we can probably hear some music in there that we can probably pick out, you know. And
no, but that's
what the fuck,
right? That's what I'm trying to say.
But on the Cosby Show, I would never have thought Bill Cosby would have been drugging women.
No one did.
But I could still watch the show. There was other people on the show. Yeah, I know it's him, but I can still watch
I'm
it.
not,
I'm not excusing.
listen, I'm not here. I'm not sorry to go off topic here. I'm
Sorry,
not here
I'm-
attacking. No, I'm not trying to attack you and say you're a
No,
scumbag for liking the show. No,
No.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
I just think it does make sometimes it makes things harder after the fact when these things come to light, right? Like, and it makes it harder when you're not a fan of the person. So for me, I'm like, fuck Cosby. But then, like,
well,
you know,
like that, what's his guy? What's the one that just got accused there of the chat? The
Chris D'Elia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, right. I mean,
I'm not a huge fan of his though either, right?
But I just like the show. I can still watch the show. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying it. TV's
well,
TV.
he's done.
He's done. I know he's done, but I'm just saying, you know, TV's TV, bro.
Yeah. But then there's a whole other part of it. Well, I'll just quickly mention this. Yeah. Okay, then we'll get off this topic. We'll wrap up. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm ranting here. Got on a little bit of a rant. No, it's a good topic. It's a good topic. Good topic.
I'm trying to keep up with.
So recently, in the comics community, there's a thing that happened in the comics community, guys. Okay. There's this group called Comicsgate, which is like a group of people that are hateful against women and diversity in comics. Yeah. Okay, they're like a hate group, essentially. Like they're called Comicsgate. Like they're just a group of fans and now people in the industry that feel this way against, like, they're against women and diversity in comics for some fucking reason. Like, okay. I guess they're really against this trend. Like they feel like the industry is trying to go a certain way and they're not about it. Yeah, disgusting hate group. Okay. Anyways. There was an artist that did a cover for one of those comic writers that's like the head of this group of people, and he's a work for hire guy. So when people send him jobs, like he's off the internet. He's not part of the internet. He's not really in the know about who these people are. Yeah. At least he claimed not to have known what was going on exactly. Yeah. All he did was take a paid gig to draw a cover for an artist. Okay. It turns out the artist is the head of this hate group or whatever. Okay. So then a writer who was doing writing the comic that this alternate cover is coming out from this artist ran to Twitter and spoke out against him. And this is a book for DC Comics saying, I'm trying to contact DC. How dare they hire this guy who made this alternate cover for this comic I'm working on? I found out that he did a cover for this hate group. I'm not part of this. Like, he tried to separate himself from it right away, but in the same sense, he threw the artist under the bus, saying like, this artist drew this cover for this comics hate group. He's a bad guy. How dare you? I'm trying to get a hold of this guy. Okay. Then later on in the day, he's like, turns out he's not on Twitter. He's not online, doesn't have an online presence. I reached out to him. It's all good. He does not know about this hate group. He does not aware that he did a cover for this hate group. He's not, it's all good. We're good now. Okay. But this guy threw his name without having any other information about that, not knowing that he's not online, not knowing that he doesn't know anything about like who he did a cover for that's part of a hate group, not being in the know of any of this apparently. Okay. He threw that work for hires artist, somebody under the bus. I get what you're saying. Because without getting proper information. Right. Yes. This is the problem sometimes with cancel culture. This artist. Mm-hmm. As a result, apparently on the day that this all happened, that people were calling him, the comic company was calling him. He had people that he's worked with calling him. It could have cost him like paying gigs as a result of this, of him saying like, and then he had to speak out against it. He has an Instagram that he's not like, I guess, that current on. The day that this all went down, apparently him and his wife had taken a trip out somewhere because they're trying to memorialize his dog. The dog died. And apparently they went out to like, I don't know, like they went for a drive to some place. I guess they went with a dog and they're doing this whole thing with the ashes or whatever the fuck they're doing. Okay. He basically made a post saying like, how dare you fucking did this? You've ruined my day with like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not part of any hate group. I stay away from the fucking internet because of this kind of bullshit. I don't endorse anything. I don't know. So guess what? We're not all good. And he just put the fucking post out there. He didn't direct it at the writer, but essentially that's what he meant. Like, he pissed him off. Here, I'll read it. Like, hold on, I'll pull it up. No, I kind of get what you're saying. But you get the gist of it. But I get the gist of it. Yeah. But I mean, it's true. A lot of these people don't know what they're doing their stuff for. Half the time they're just drawing shit, right? And it's getting sold by their whatever they call it. He said 2 weeks ago, June, his wife, June and I took Loki, his dog, to San Diego to see a specialist. He did not survive due to complications from surgery. This past Friday was supposed to be a day of mourning. We were back in San Diego to pick up his ashes. We were going to take him to the beach and comfort each other by sharing our favorite stories. about her little boy. Instead, a part of the internet I avoid like the plague came barging in. I had companies I'm working for calling me, friends reaching out to me. I'm seeing hate pouring out of strangers' mouths, accusing me of things I have no knowledge of. I'm seeing firsthand how fast lies are spreading. Let me be clear. I'm not part of any group.
Okay.
We never made it to the beach. We spent the entire 6-hour drive back home on an emotional roller coaster. I'm writing this because I'm angry. These irresponsible tweets are not harmless. They did not just go away. They have real world consequences. You can't take away our job. Your job. They could take away your job, your life, your memories. June and I were robbed of a special day. So no, we're not all good.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So he was very angry about it at the time. And it looks like since then he kind of went on to say, like, you know, he's not trying to, you know, this isn't the start of a conversation. This is the end. So please don't drag me into a world I never wanted to be a part of, nor will I ever want to be a part of. He basically was separating himself from all of this ugliness and saying, listen, guys, like, I'm not part of this. You know, I didn't know what I did here. I was just a work for hire gig, and I'm sorry. But like, you know, this doesn't make it all good that you can't just throw people's name. Now, he could have picked up the phone and contacted him like he said he did without flocking to Twitter and quickly separating himself. But instead he wanted to make a stand, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you should get your information. Yes,
straight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I understand he did the right thing in a sense. And I'm a fan of the guy who did this, but he made an error in judgment by doing it this way. Yeah. And look, as a result, he cost this guy like a fucking, you know, whether or not like all that shit's true. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
all these guys have to. So all these podcasts, these radio guys, anybody who's going to put something on Twitter, they got to make sure, especially if they're well known. Like now, you know, the hockey guy, what's his name? Chris Kipp, you know, he's got his own show there now, and he does one, and they all got to be, if they're going to put out facts about stuff like this, I mean, anything, you know, regardless if it's hockey, regardless if it's anything, movies, regardless if it's comics, regardless if it's anything, you're going to have to get your facts straight about anybody, bro.
And again, I know I brought it to comics and people may not all know this, but you can all relate to this instance of something happening on the internet today, because it happens, right? And as a result, they fucking ruined this.
And it sucks at the same time.
But he could also fucking picked up the phone and did his due diligence and called him before he went on this rant on Twitter and fucking threw him under the bus.
But not a lot of people like to talk on the phone.
I'd avoid you like the fucking plague, man.
Hey, when Nico's drunk, though, he loves talking on the phone, man. I'll tell you guys that. No, he'll pick up a phone, he'll talk for an hour or more.
I don't fucking care.
So, no, but yeah, no. But it's true, man. Regardless, man, I just had to kind of calm you down on that because you're getting hyper, man. I don't know. I had to throw you there.
No, I just felt bad for the fucking guy. I mean,
I know what you mean. I get what you're saying,
because
that could have ruined everything. Could have ruined his career. Yeah, it ruined his little thing with his dog or whatever they were doing. Yeah, they're gonna throw the ashes or what they were doing. If they're taking the ashes to the beach.
Apparently, I don't fucking know.
Or does he have a kid?
It's a dog. Yeah, they don't have kids. I think they just had the dog.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? Like,
all right. I mean, okay.
Let's not comment on that. I'm
not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
You're missing the point.
I know. I'm not.
There's not many instances
I'm looking at every little point
where I've seen that go wrong like that. Though is what I'm trying to say. That's why I wanted to illustrate that, because it's not all. You know, it's not. Even though there's people, he was well intentioned in what he was doing, trying to separate himself from a hate group. Absolutely. Trying to say that, but in the same sense, he could have at least reached out to this guy before he flocked to Twitter, trying to make a whole fucking parade out of this, and all of a sudden everyone's attacking him, and you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what I mean.
Not saying it, but this guy could have, even the guy that
he could have known, and then he just fucking
the guy that made that wrote the thing you're talking about
could have been lying.
Could have been exactly lying. Like,
really, I
brought my dog to the beach because I think he could have made something up. You know, like. I don't get it. Sometimes you don't know what to fucking believe anymore unless you see the person dead on or head on. Like, you know what's going on that day. It's hard to believe anything anymore, guys. I mean, fucking everybody, anything's out there before you even blink in the morning. You got the whole day ahead of you. It's already there on the internet. Fuck. Like, I mean, it's hard to pick through things and get, you know, facts and everything straight, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
I mean, so these guys got to do it. If they're going to be genuine reporters and genuine, you know, proper people and do it the right way, they better know what they're talking about.
And now a lot of people turned on the writer who did that to the artist. Like there's a big divide now of people, like, and I'm a fan of both of theirs, but the fact that I think he just, and listen, I think it was a bad judgment call on his part. And all you can do at this point is say, hey, listen, guys, I was wrong for the way I did it.
Yeah, we'll figure it
and
out.
Move on.
Yeah.
But like when you're trying to bury somebody like he did, it's not so easy now to turn away from that. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard. So no, because they're just a conglomerate of people that exist on the internet, and like they're not like, you know what I mean? Like they're not like an official group.
Those are fake names, that kind of shit. they can maybe be taken down offline.
Their argument also is that they don't actually stand for that, but yet a lot of their beliefs of the people
Go
that
way, yeah.
yes. So
It's hard to fucking
there's never been a
judge.
guy that has stood out there and said, hey, listen, I'm the head of this hate group and this is what we believe in.
Yeah.
But there's so many voices in that community that think the same way that the guy who runs it does, that it's kind of like, it's like a bunch of like right winger kind of, you know what I mean? Like the same
totally
shit. Like it's like Trump comic fans, essentially. Let's just put it that way, right?
Trump comic fans. That's the way to put it. No,
so
that's the way to put it.
Yeah.
Trump comic fans.
There you go. Just to make it, layman's terms for everybody's here so you can understand it. So
Kanye comic, no fans. I don't know, man.
Anyways,
so
once again, guys, check it out this Friday. Battle of the Bands 80s edition. We joke around here, for all the shit talk that we've been saying about Rob this episode. We love you, but we do want to see you lose.
He probably jumped off. He was like, fuck, we haven't seen anything since Robin Williams. Right. So
but Leslie and Rob,
issues.
I'll be hanging out with them this Friday night. Come through,
hopefully I can make it.
Grab a drink.
I'm gonna be commenting. Don't worry. I might miss the first couple of songs. I'll try not to, man. I got
just come
at 9.
Get here when you can.
Yeah,
get here when you can.
I hope you guys fuck up like me a little bit in the beginning and it's late. Right?
Battle of the Bands, yeah.
That's it, man. It's fucking crazy, bro. I mean, you gotta challenge Nico in it. I don't know, man. He wants to fight somebody.
Me and the Nazim over at Brews with the Crew, we're actually in talks about possibly doing one of these. So don't you worry, we'll see.
And you have Leafs suck.
So. First, we need to get him on the fucking show. I don't know what's going on here. He's in the chat, and I appreciate you coming through, but you got to come on the screen, my friend. What's going on? We want to sit down and do an interview with you. He doesn't like
figure it out.
Doesn't like what we're doing over here. He doesn't want to be seen.
You know what happens? You get old when you do this over here. You start breaking down. And shit,
they sure do, right?
I seen that. Leafs suck. Come on, let's bring it on, man. You see me, I'm ready to go. You see me in the chat, I'm all ready, man.
He left the best comment the other day. Put a smile on my face. Like that was the same guy, right?
He's the one who does all that in the group that we have. He cuts and pastes fucking pictures. It's me. I'm gonna be fighting. I'm gonna be fighting another friend of mine, Nelson. He took our heads, right? And put him on the fucking Roy Jones Jr. and the fucking.
Is that the picture that you showed me?
And he put it. I was like, no, that's too much, man. These guys got too much time on their hands. Happens when they have kids. You see that, man? They gotta do all that stuff.
So this Friday at 9 p.m. guys, live.
Tune in, man.
Tune in. Vote. Even if you're not a fan of the music during that period of time, just you could see what sounds appealing to you and throw a vote out there, right?
Kevin, you would have loved the 70s one, man. I'm telling you, bro. You missed out on it, dude. Thanks for checking up. But you should have checked out that 70s battle. You would have loved the music, even the 60s. I think. I don't know about what's it? Yeah, okay. Let's see. I'm waiting, man. We'll see what happens tomorrow, man. Austin Matthews with his dirty mustache. We'll see what happens.
Hey, listen, I'm with him. You are gonna get smoked. Fuck the Habs.
Price is right, man. He's in Toronto, baby. That's it. It's the Price is Right.
So yeah, we're looking forward to that as well, guys. Do you got a way back playback here for us tonight? Or?
I wanted to do, because of that whole Price is Right. No, that's not right. I was thinking because of that battle. I was thinking I'd like it to have a Snoop song because I was listening to some
Snoop?
Just the first record. I was thinking anything, man. I had what's that fucking, I can't remember the name of the song. I went through them the other day.
Deep Cover? That was the first one he played in the battle. That's a great song.
That was a great one. No, but where the hell did my friggin' Spotify go? I hate Spotify sometimes, guys. It works and then it doesn't work.
Yeah, go ahead and check it out. I'm going to talk to the audience for a moment while you search for that.
Talk to the audience for a moment.
Anything else you guys want to throw out here for us before we wrap up?
Price is wrong. Fuck that.
Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. These Monday get-togethers, our Monday shows have been getting bigger and bigger. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Murder was the case. Yeah, that's what I said. That was the song I said earlier. Deep Cover is a really good one too.
Yeah. Murder was the case, but just because we want to say, because Leslie's like, DMX in the jail and blah 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 and blah blah blah. Let's put a Murder was the case because you can't beat the case. That's it, bro. It is the best show, guys. Come on, man. Look, we even got the shirts anybody wants, man.
Yeah, hit us up. Let us know if you guys want your own late night chat network shirt. Angie, thanks for tuning in. Thanks a lot. Yeah, you have also Kevin, a good week. Tune in if you can Friday. Tune in if you can.
If you're not doing nothing, having a new kid and all that.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it.
You probably got a lot of time to watch fucking YouTube, man. Like, a lot of quiet time.
Friday at 9 p.m.
We put
Kevin.
kids to sleep right away, man. So we're good. No, I'm telling you, man. It's wait. I gotta start fucking commenting on your movie things. I see Nico the other day with that whole movie, and then I didn't get to see this to see if he was right or not.
It is fun sometimes when you guys do throw us off here in the comments. It makes it a little bit more interesting, right? I mean, that's why we like the the audience interaction. We'll get you on, man. We'll get you here.
We'll get you. Don't worry. I'm gonna throw you off one day.
Yeah,
if I can figure out.
That's the thing. Nazim's show is very scripted, so
it's
very scripted. What goes on there, it's edited down. He's
live shit. What's going on, man? It's the best to be live.
Look. Yeah, watch out, Nazim. Maybe we'll get him on here.
Fucked me up. I'm still talking, bro. I told you. I took the wrong one last time. Rob, wherever you are, you probably fell asleep. But yeah, old man. But yeah, so no, it's honestly, it's been great, man. It's been awesome. This whole friggin'. Even with these guys coming on, showing up, everybody's checking out the stuff, doing what they can do to help support us. We're just having fun, man. We just do what we do, right?
Yeah.
We wouldn't have, this is what happens, man.
Oh. I know, just busted your balls.
Not scripted, just heavily edited. Nico used to give. Nico was starting to get gray hairs. That's how much I
had to stop editing, man. I'm like, fuck this.
So we're just like, screw this shit, man. We'll just put it out. We'll just try to keep it within this time frame, and we'll try to put it out and just do it like that. Because you know what?
Thanks, Farhan.
When I started doing show notes, we used to talk about 50 million. You know how hard it was? Now that Nico looks back at our show notes, what it was like, because we just so many different things that I had to write out. And then he was wondering why I was having such a hard time, or maybe I was just writing, but we definitely talked about a lot of shit right back then. But now we can keep it kind of, we've got a kind of flow going with us. Nico's good at directing things, and sometimes I can talk, sometimes I can't. I like to just be the pretty in the
show's
room.
just changed,
right? But
I'm tired.
It's been one of those, it's great, man. It's great entertainment, and everything's good. Even anybody out there, check them out, man. We're gonna have these Brews with the Cruise guys on here one day.
Yeah, but check them. Check them out. Yeah, they have their own website, Brews with the Crew. Check them out. They're also on Big Crew Porgy. Yeah.
Screen,
they also they have they're on Podbean now. If you listen to podcasts,
that was having a hard time. Except if I just check, I always just
very easy. I downloaded the Podbean app to my iPhone. Took 2 seconds though. So check out these guys.
For regular, you can get that with regular Android phones.
Free app, free app, man. Check it out.
I'll have to check that out, man.
Okay, so without further ado, though, thanks again to everybody tuning in.
Yeah,
have a great week. See us Friday, Battle of the 80s, Battle of the Bands 80s edition. You'll see us here.
That's right, bro. I told you.
Yeah.
Bring it. No.
And Leslie versus Rob, all right? So we'll see you guys then. Should be interesting. All right, guys.
You were there, Rob. There he is.
And our playback here for the night is
Murder Was the Case.
Later, Rob. Murder was the case. There we go.
Leslie's gonna do to Rob.
Each Snoop Dogg off of is this Doggy Style, this one, or
yeah, it's off the original, man.
There you go.
It's off the fucking first
featuring Daz Dillinger. There you go, buddy. Here we go.
Old school for you.
Hey, JC. What's up, man, Ron? Ain't that Snoop Dogg over there? What's that nigga with that blue coat on? Hell yeah. Roll up on the side of it, man. Roll your window down. Man, hand me my motherfucking Glock, man. Give me another clip. Smoke this food. Okay, there you go. Hey, man, you Snoop Dogg? Snoop? Snoop Dogg, y'all? Yeah, Snoop Dogg. Fuck that, nigga. Man, get that phone, man. Get a man. He's trying to run that demo, that phone, man. I don't fuck that shit. Yeah, nigga. What's up, nigga? Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, nigga. What left, nigga? Yeah, nigga. You's a dead motherfucker now.
As I look up at the sky, my mind starts dripping, a tear drops my eye. My body temperature falls. I'm shaking and they breaking, trying to save the dough. Pumping on my chest and I'm screaming. I stop breathing. Damn, I see demons. Dear God, I wonder, can you save me? I can't die, my boo-boo's about to have my baby. I think it's too late for praying. Hold up, her voice spoke to me and it slowly started saying,
bring your lifestyle to me, I make it better.
How long will I live?
Eternal life better forever.
Or will I be the G that I
I make
want?
your life better than you can imagine or even dream of. So relax your soul, let me take control. Close your eyes, my son.
My eyes are closed.